we have this dragon here. We're going to try to make friends with him. Yesterday, Liquid stopped everything he was doing, predicted the future, and took a crash course in metaphysics using his high intelligence level. And now it just so happens that he needs to use those metaphysical skills to do something about this dragon that will work out for everybody. So we're going to try to do that.
I've got it.
A raised wardstone stands out from the watery floor of the dragon's prison. The runes engraved along its surface glow with pale light. Inspect the wardstone. Enchantments coursing through the stonework keep the dragon tethered to the spot and siphon energy from his soul. Spells of imprisonment look more recent. The siphoning enchantment merely sips at the dragon's essence and disperses it elsewhere. You think it could be used to store the essence enough to last decades or longer if used responsibly, which I'm sure won't happen because whoever does anything responsibly in these games. You can tell nothing else about the enchantments. The word flashes causing the rod of the deep hunter to tremble in your pack as if the two share some arcane affinity for each other. Alright, let's hope we do this right. Try to siphon enough of the dragon's essence to empower the guild, then break the imprisoning ward. God, his name. Skyrophilphus. Yeah, winces but makes no other protest. He shifts his way from one leg to the other as the runes of confinement begin to crumble. The wardstone itself flashes brighter than ever, resplendent with the dragon's powerful essence.
I feel irregular.
There's medicine for that.
Lighter. But there is an absence as well.
He eyes the ceiling thoughtfully.
The burden of this prison is lifted. I will return to the beloved Atra.
Skyrophilphus flexes his claws and lets out an exultant bellow. Hey Tenwin, what's going on? You have to go in about an hour for a dentist visit. Should be quick, short, and check teeth for like 10 minutes done, but it isn't a big problem. I just call him Sky. I might actually start doing that myself. Then again, I kind of like this running joke of just making up a new name for him each time I have to say it. Ugh, dentist visit, so at least it's a quick one. Will you consider showing mercy against those who wronged you?
Mercy? Only for those who showed mercy to me. The rest...
He splits his jaws into a lethal grin. Okay, I'm cool with that. If they didn't show you mercy, you bake those sons of bitches, or whatever it is you do. Splash water on them. You know, it would be a fun short playthrough when this game is done. West of Loathing. They have one of those jokes in it, which is hilarious. What kind of game is that? Never heard of it.
Should your hopes darken on the high seas, you will feel a welcome chill as my shadow passes over your deck. Depend on it.
Roaring with triumph, Skiralaufus aims his body at the rocky ceiling and takes off. Skiralaufus beats his wings. I just got hit in the face with a gnat. What the heck? Where'd you come from? Jerk. Lifting his missive form above the ground of his watery prison, he stretches open his jaws and roars, the ensuing blast blowing out the top of his prison, exposing it to the sky above. For the first time in untold years, natural light floods the interior of the chamber. He snaps his wings a second time, flying through the exit with wild abandon, tilting at reckless, unpracticed angles as he builds incredible speed. When he emerges, shrieks of horror and dismay grow in volume. Surprise! Short Western RPG focusing a lot on humor, silly wordplay, all done in a black and white stick figure style. It's hilarious. I may have to try that. I have a thing for stick figures. My early channel art was actually all stick figures. Way back when I started this. It was actually a rip-off of something I did years and years back. I ran a website that was like a parody website. It's like a parody of TMZ. It was basically like a satire, celebrity kind of deal. And the whole gimmick to it was that I didn't have any money for art, so I drew everything, and I had no artistic skills whatsoever, so everything was a stick figure. But I acted like it was real high-def photography. It's actually pretty funny, if I do say so myself. Made a little bit of money. Took too much time, though. Moments later, as he passes out of view, you hear an explosion of splintered wood, upheaved water, and incredible devastation on the southwestern corner of the island. Speak with Queen Onikaza, who I'm sure is going to be absolutely thrilled with what I just did. You didn't have anything else in here, did you? Doesn't look like it. Alright, let's go see the Queen.
Captain, a word.
Now, if you return to Queensberth, it is required. There's a funny detail is all. Will one of the towers in the area be broken? You can actually loot one of the lanterns in the chamber. I'll have to check that in a second. I actually have to go back to Queensberth anyway to turn a bounty in, so I'll take a look at it. Captain, a word. Kehu inclines his head and touches his forehead spot. What's on your mind?
When I joined the guild, I was a fish in a dream.
Kehu looks at the ground between his feet.
Water Shapers were the keepers of our oldest covenant, protectors of history, heroes, I say. Now I see the guild only for what it has become. Ikera, a perversion of the oldest Huana art.
The guild might need a new way forward if it hopes to endure.
If the guild cannot depend on its own teachings, then difficult times lie ahead of us all. I do not want to tarry in this house of regret a moment longer.
Well, we're going to have to for a second. You're going to deal with it. Heh.
My thoughts will be clearer in time. You are kind to listen, I say.
I had other questions.
You have questions? Ikera, I have answers.
Actually, I don't. Let's be off. Alright, let's check the lantern. Can't touch that one. Can't touch that one. Can't touch that one. Oh, here we go. These lanterns. I didn't know I could actually walk off this platform. I'll take you. I'll take you. 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 Lots of living iron. And looks like that's it. There was that guy up here. I'll bet he's just thrilled with what's happened.
Onikaza will want your report, I say. Pariki should have known we could not keep a dragon forever.
I like how resigned he sounded about that. Ugh. She should have known the dragon was gonna get away. Like it's a puppy or something. Drat, we're gonna have to get another one now. Maybe we'll name that one Flo Flo Fufusmus. Alright, let's go. Before we go to Queensberth, we'll exit out here. We'll go see our friend Onikaza. Serpent's Crown rooftop. You won't believe what happened down there.
What madness has its clutches around Pariki's overlook? The mountain shakes. Bellows of anguish echo over the wind.
Onikasa raises a trembling hand to her brow.
And a shadow rose from the streets to cover Queen's Birth on its way to the sea. Now the traders look to me for answers I do not have.
Onikasa pounds her armrest with her fist.
Nothing but panic and contradiction make their way to my ears. Tell me what happened.
Naga invaded the guild to rescue an ancient sea dragon.
You do not jest.
The queen blinks and slowly raises to sit straight in her throne.
About many things, Highness. Not this, I say.
Takehu folds his arms and closes his eyes. Something about the gesture causes Onikasa to hold her attention on him.
For what did the guild endanger my city with this creature? I will hear Myru's report.
Snuffleupagus agreed to lend the water shapers his strength to protect the archipelago.
Kahanga legends tell us that our ancestors made compacts with the creatures of the Deadfire.
Onikasa cuts herself off and snaps her fingers to an attendant.
Send for Ranga Hauhua of the Wapua tribe. If she could soften the hearts of my cats, I say dragons are not beyond her.
As her attendants make for the exit, Onikasa leans back on her throne and considers.
Ikera, but I cannot believe... Highness, would you trap another of Ngati's ancient pets?
I would go any distance to protect my people. Can Nagati's chosen say the same?
Onikasa turns back to you, leaving Takehu to pull on his hair and frown. Dragons are not that easy to convince. Yeah. Half the time you gotta respect to do it.
Speak on, Watcher. As surely as a tide swelling over the shore, I feel you are not finished.
The forms of water shaping are fabrications made to tap into the dragon's prison.
Then Pariki's students had an advantage in their lessons, I say. And Myru's after her. All at the cost of this beast's freedom.
Onikasa raises her brow.
If water shaping is not as our ancestors taught it, we cannot reckon how much of the original form we have lost.
Yeah, I gotta fix myself now. A sinking feeling accompanies her thoughts, as if Onikasa feels a vast well of uncertainty opening beneath her.
What became of the dragon, Watcher? If the power of this beast strengthened our guild...
Onikasa leans forward. I siphoned his soul using the prison wards. The water shapers, your water shapers, should be fine. If they're responsible... Do you know what responsibility is? She closes her eyes and nods, taking each breath slowly.
What Pariki did was no kindness, I say. But her actions helped students of the guild to learn our most sacred art.
I am not feeling very sacred today, Highness.
Takehu, what was the dragon but Nagati's gift to the Huana? You are out of practice interpreting your mother's omens.
She waits for an answer to this rebuke, but Takehu holds his silence.
This is more valuable to me than every cannon in Rawatai. Thank you, Watcher.
Onikasa inclines her head and touches her brow, holding the pose long enough for her attendants to draw in a sharp breath and look to you with awe. I hope there's no hard feelings about setting a dragon free.
Akira, it will be a nightmare to appease traders and admirals seeking recompense for shipwrecks.
Just give him one of these neat bear statues.
But what is a queen if not the one to toss in her sleep while her people rest at ease?
Onikasa allows herself to settle back with a tired smile. See, this is another example of the great scale of the Huana. They are merciless and cruel when need to, if it means they remain in control of the islands. Yeah.
My water-shaping masters will arrive soon, and I say the guild will be stronger for their guidance. But a queen's work is not finished until she has endured all of Nagati's trials.
She's handling this a lot better than I thought she would.
I could send birds to every Ranga and rally them to our cause, but Nekataka needs more than strength. We need pure Huana fury. We need the Wahaki. My brother calls the Wahaki the last true Huana. He's severe on the Kahanga, but I do not call him wrong.
Unikasa thumbs her chin and nods. Yeah, but you still got like a dragon flying around and breaking towers and stuff. Granted, he seems like he's not going to be that much of a pest, but...
You dealt with them peacefully on Motario Cozy. I am hoping you can make lightning strike a second time. The tribe hates all foreigners. Passing ships are attacked on sight, and explorers never make it back to the beach.
Go on.
I have hesitated to let the trading companies see my teeth, but those days are behind us. Filling the seas with Wahaki war canoes will strike terror in the heart of even Rawatai's Iron Fleet.
Unikasa smirks at the idea.
Are we still pitting cannons against canoes, Highness?
Maya glances up from furiously scribbling notes, her brow raised.
Cannons exhaust themselves after every battle cry. My warriors do not.
I have questions before I agree to this.
Ask. I would not have you journeying to Koiki uninformed.
She opens her palm to you and nods. Aloth Sidequest has much in link with Wahaki, so you should bring Aloth. I can do that. I'd like to know more about the Wahaki.
It is said the Wahaki did unspeakable things to survive the downfall of our ancestors, cannibalizing the injured and making blood sacrifices to the gods.
I think I have some kith meat pies in my inventory still. Maybe I can offer them to them as a sign of goodwill.
As the dust settled, the other tribes learned to keep their distance from the tribe. Those who do not think like my brother say the Wahaki never recovered from the loss of Ukaizo.
The Wahaki warned us about entering Motario Cozy. I believe they are good at heart.
If you would judge them on the basis of one chance meeting, that is your risk to take.
Koiki, what does that mean? She raises her brow at Kehu.
Akera, that would be the cursed land of corpses.
He coughs gently into his fist. At least if you can talk to him about what he is in the Deadfire for, he will mention them in a way.
The corpses refer to the pungent Koiki trees. The curse.
She shrugs.
There are Nguithan ruins on the isle. I say our ancestors were either superstitious or had no taste for Koiki.
Could always take out Maya for her, possibly. For him, rather. Aloth. Koiki, the cursed land of corpses.
The corpses refer to the pungent Koiki trees. The curse. There are Nguithan ruins on the isle. I say our ancestors were either superstitious or had no taste for Koiki.
What do you seek to gain from this alliance?
The Huana are always stronger together than we were apart. I want the Wahaki to remember this. Today, we are tribes, united under the gods. Tomorrow, we can be an empire, and the Deadfire our protected haven.
I've heard enough.
Akera, then you will seek out the Wahaki and bring their strength to the Kahanga?
I'll make contact with the Wahaki and hope for the best.
Sail for the Isle of Koiki and return when you have an answer from the tribe, whether fair or foul. The island lies northwest of Nekataka. There is a phrase which will protect my royal herald. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas. If you remember this, it could save your life.
Crumbling mountains, blighted seas. Onikaza dismisses you with a nod. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas, I'll remember that.
Write it down if you must, but recall it when the time comes. The Wahaki are not a trusting people.
Onikaza nods and dismisses you with a wave. I can remember that. Not like they protected Deadfire anyway, yeah. Alright, so... Queen's Birth, I think I just exited out onto a balcony. Shoot, I gotta turn around. Yep. Alright, Queen's Birth. Turn in that bounty. Take a look at that tower. Fun little detail. And then, I think we're gonna go to the northwest island. Might as well take care of that. And we gotta get Aloth too. And I gotta respec. So we'll hit the tavern too. Let's exit this way. Queen's Birth. Let's go to the Wild Mare first. Respec liquid all over again. Hello, I'm back.
Now, you see anything you like?
Alright, Liquid. Athletics and survival is what I had you with before. You had Barbaric Yell. I think you had Blooded. Athletics, survival, barbaric blow, two-handed style, athletics, survival, one-handed style, witch hunter, or wilder hunter, accurate carnage. Let's give you great mace. Morning Star, whatever it is. Survival athletics. Grants melee damage bonus when a barbarian is near 2 or more enemies, and barbarian requires an additional threatening enemy to become flanked. One stands alone. And all attacks made against near-death enemies convert some hits to crits, and those crits do additional damage. Bloodlust. Imparts an unquenchable bloodlust to the barbarian, increasing their action speed for a short time when he or she is personally down an enemy. Sounds great. This gives me kind of a chance to refine Liquid a little bit. Now that I've played the game a significant amount. I'm going to give you Bloody Slaughter. Spirit Frenzy. Attacks can stagger foes. Critical hits bleed targets for raw damage. Okay. Give you Blood Frenzy. Don't forget to switch to the axe. Will do. A hurt or better to barbarian gains resistance against body afflictions. Tumbling now. Give you Savage Defiance. Athletics, survival. I could have swore I gave you Barbaric Yellow a bit ago. Apparently I didn't. I give you a Pole Axe. Survival, athletics. And Crushing Blow. Barbarian's melee attacks gain a chance to interrupt on critical hits. Enemies in the line are now affected, and force can knock foes down. Enemies all around the barbarian are now affected. Afterward, the barbarian receives bonus engagement. Might come back from Barbaric Roar. Give you interrupting blows. Athletics, survival. Let's give you Barbaric Roar. Athletics, survival. Lion sprint and ram sprint. I'm not worried about them. Spell resistance, improved critical, increases the amount of damage dealt by critical hits. Barbarian hits so hard that the ordinary means of defense can be easily overpowered. Fortitude instead of deflection if it's lower. Barbarian cannot be engaged by enemies that are of lower level. I ain't worried about that. I'm going to take leap. Athletics, survival. Let's give you improved criticals. Let's give you athletics, survival, bloodstorm, stalwart defiance, athletics, survival, bloodthirst. Killing an enemy, barbarian's recovery bar is instantly refreshed. Let's go with that. Athletics, survival. Athletics, survival. Heart of Fury. Panther Leap. Athletics, survival. When Barbarian's 0 health and has melee weapons equipped, he or she immediately makes instant full attacks at everyone in range. That triggers Carnage. Actually, let's just go for Vengeful Defeat. Lord knows you get knocked down enough, Liquid. Then we'll take Great Soul. And then Driving Roar. Enemies are also pushed and take crush damage. Throws a rage-imbued weapon at their target, exploding into a ball of fire and impact, knocking the target prone and has foe AoE. Blood Surge. Each time a barbarian kills an enemy, they have a chance to gain rage. Lashes at anyone who critically hits them in melee, making a full attack. Barbaric Retaliation. Instrument of Boundless Rage. Sweet. Okay. Decay who wants to talk. Let's do that while we're here.
I thought Aothus was too busy kicking over islands to blunt his teeth with mortals.
Decay who scrutinizes you with an unreadable expression.
What say? You must take something from all this idle chatter with the gods.
Aothus was more curious about me than I was about him.
And you knew things he did not. Ah.
Decay who bites his thumbnail.
For what does he listen to you then? The gods I know are tight of lip and hard of hearing.
Mine won't shut up. He raises a hand to his lips and stifles laughter, shaking his head.
I could not imagine the inner workings of a god.
He trails off, looking away.
But then, I am not meant to. It is for mortals to flail in the darkness, I say, while gods point us toward light.
If I say 2, there's a chance Zodi's gonna have a problem with it. Someone needs power to shape our future. As he weighs your words, Kehu winces a little.
To be worshipped. To have others interpret your design.
Kehu sighs, pulling back his hair.
Such a burden. And mortals demand it so. For what should a god worry about such cares, when theirs is the hand on the tiller?
Kehu spreads his palms and frowns. Maybe they worry because their hand is on the tiller.
Then maybe they did not always doubt themselves. At some time, they felt certain.
Kehu nods to himself and bites his lower lip.
The gods grow. They are like the Adra, holding Aora in place, I say. moving too slow for mortal eyes. At least Aethys has you to keep him in check. What happens when we catch up to him is something for future Tekehu to worry about.
He smiles wanly. Ooh. The world around you darkens. Once again, you feel an insistent tug for your attention. Pull centering from Tekehu's soul. Surrender to his sensation.
Scratch under the wet clay of any artist and you hatch a lifetime of fear and doubt.
Anja props her chin on her fist and studies Tekehu with a sigh.
My boy doesn't fear the gods. He only fears what he'll compromise by living up to his potential. But isn't it easier to let sculptures represent you? Poor thing. Nothing he does could disappoint me. But that is a mother's prerogative.
She pulls away with a wet slapping sound. You receive the mental impression of a wink. The world reasserts itself all around you. Tekehu wears an uncertain smile, tipping his head inquisitively. Must be off. Axe.
Now, what can I do for
Show
you?
me what
See
you have for
anything
sale.
you like?
You're out for the moment.
I'll just wait on the boat.
Aloth, you're in. Let's rest for the hell of it. Save it. Alright, we need to go to the Valiant Trading Company. Oh, does he need a level? I'll take care of that. There we go. Alright, you're on level 19, Aloth. Let's see, what do we got? Meteor Shower, he has in his grimoire. Cloak of Death, he's got in his grimoire. I was actually reading about this spell, Cloak of Death. That damn dragon that I killed in Beast of Winter was using this on me. Missile Salvo. It's the one you were telling me about before. Unleash a cascade of erratic missiles upon an area. These missiles release shockwaves on impact that deal crush corrode damage. Well, let's take that. You've got a lot of choices, Aloth. Letting Grass Reflection creates a field of arcane energy around a caster, reflecting hostile target spells back at their casters for a total of 50 spell levels. Kosaha's Corrosive Skin. Target's own skin eats away at them, dealing large amounts of corrode damage over time and weakening them, preventing healing. Petrification. The target has their own flesh transmuted into stone. If the target is near death when the spell is cast on them, there's a chance that the petrification will be permanent. 12 seconds paralysis. Arcane Cleanse strips off all beneficial effects of those in the area of effect. Sitzel's Enchanted Armory conjures two powerful and large enchanted weapons into caster's hands and a brilliant arcane breastplate to protect them. Petrify the area with Gaze of a Dragon and then throw that spell on the enemies in that area and so many dies. That does sound like that would be a really nasty combo, and I use that Gaze spell a lot. I can see that being really useful against bosses. Arcane Cleanse. Use that Gaze spell a lot. Did it? Gaze spell. Gaze spell. I would totally use a gaze spell, though. It might be helpful. Make a lot of friends with it. Corrosive skin. I'm gonna give you Arcane Cleanse, since I already have Cloak of Death. And then we'll figure out what to do for the last level.
I noticed the Juana got a lot of statues of Andra.
Akira, Mother Ngati is much beloved.
That doesn't bother you?
Should it? What say?
Well, if everybody in my village had a naked statue of my mama, I'd be knocking on doors and making threats.
Have you seen his mama? So where's that tower that got destroyed at? It's in Queensbirth, right? Slightly to the northwest. Alien headquarters. Oh. I remember that tower. Because there was a guy here that had a quest. Actually, it looks like a statue got taken out here too or something. Alright, we gotta go to the Alien Trading Company. Let's run there. Oh, no, we can't. Damn it. It's nighttime. Let's wait until morning. Who am I looking for here? I think his name was, Aina. Outside of the Alien Trading Company. I think I know who this is. I think this was the last bounty for them.
My little privateer. You have news for me?
Aina folds her arms and tips her head. Maybe not. I dealt with Desiwa the shark.
Perfecto. For once, our service ships may take to the waters without fear. Knowing that is almost priceless.
She strains her back to support a sack of coins and lays it at your feet. 3,500 copper. What?
You've taken all the work from the louses of Queensbirth, and I have nothing more to offer you, save this.
Hesitating, Ania sticks out her hand and tips her head to the side, wearing an awkward smile. Well, it's been a pleasure working with you, Ania.
Excellent work. I wish all ship hunters were so diligent.
Yeah, give me a second. Shoot. The deer's mom. Oh, that's funny shit. Good times, good times. I think... Always want to be respectful when you're worshiping somebody's mama. Ooh, I remember something else I need to do. Guys like Tarloaf. Give you another 500. Trade. I see. Accept. So yeah, nobody should have to worry about food for a while now, and it's all +1 morale stuff. So everybody ought to be really, really happy. When I was a little boy. 1660. And where's my logger? There we go. That's a lot of food and water. Helmsman. I'm just checking my people while I'm here. I already have a good cook, so Vector, you can sit back, and I think I didn't really pick up anybody new other than Winking Audir, and I've already got a good navigator. Save it. Alright, so we should go to... Koiki. There's Ashen Maw. We might as well go to Koiki next and take care of that, I guess. Then worry about the Ashen Maw. Then do the DLC. That's the plan. Whee! It's been a while since I've sailed into a storm. Which probably means I'm going to sail into a storm really soon because I just jinxed myself. Check Aloth on the boat before going to Koiki. Yeah, you're right. Do 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 do. I like to think everybody on this boat is just piss drunk now, constantly. Like, it would be funny if everybody you talk to just was drunk. Even Aloth. I want to see drunk Aloth. Aloth, where you hiding? There you are, down there. He looks so funny running by himself.
Things are at work. And once again, you seem to be in the middle of it.
Aloth is twisting the edge of his sash between his hands, a purposeful frown on his face.
The Rawatayans we passed will doubtless spread word of what you've done in Hasongo. But others will want to know what you've seen. They'll look to you for answers.
He watches you uncertainly, his brow furrowed. I have to report truthfully.
You make it sound so simple.
That's because it is. He spreads his hands in exasperation. Pelagina nods, the corners of her mouth turning to a faint grin. Where the heck are you at, Pelagina?
Don't you worry what will come next? What events you might move forward?
Pelagina holds up her hand, rubbing the tip of her middle finger against her thumb and nodding. Of course, that's why I choose my words carefully.
I still don't understand how you can truly know what they will mean.
Well, I think about them first, before I'd say them. It's generally how it works. What is this really about, Aloth? He sighs through his nose, his lips pressed together.
It reminds me of the question that drew me to the Deadfire. The one I've been avoiding.
He rubs the back of his neck.
I promised to tell you what I was doing among the Animancers at Port Marge. As you may have guessed, I was observing them, gathering information on the various Animancy operations in the region.
I thought you were looking for a particular Leaden Key group.
Yes, and how better to draw them out. Animancy is a subject of particular interest to the Leaden Key. Through it, I hope to pick up the trail.
A spark of pleasure gleams in his eye. That's smart.
Merely a first step.
Still, his ears redden.
After that incident in Old Valia, I thought more about the Leaden Key and its particular composition.
Go on.
It's existed for over 2,000 years. Say what you will about its motives and methods, but that's an impressive tenure.
He clasps his hands behind his back and begins pacing.
That's when I realized how short-sighted I'd been. To think I could undo the Leaden Key without understanding how it works.
Adir gives a nod and a wink. Which is kind of weird. How the Leaden Key works, how would you learn about that?
By studying its origins, of course.
Pauses long enough to show you a triumphant flash of teeth.
Fight in his spur, the lad. I found references to an ancient Leaden Key cabal in the Deadfire. Possibly one of the oldest, if accounts are credible. And they appear to have been working independently, without direct intervention from Thaos, for almost 2 millennia.
He watches you eagerly, waiting for that to sink in. You think that by observing them, you can learn how the Leaden Key works.
And how to destroy it, yes.
Adir winks at us again, and I try not to look befuddled.
Most sources refer to them as the Painted Masks. But I haven't met anyone here who knows that name. I don't know where in the Deadfire they are exactly, but I was hoping we could look for them together.
He folds his hands, looking hopeful and a little sheepish. I'm in. Loot and experience, hell yeah. I'll help as best as I can.
That's all I ask.
He bows his head. Pelagina tips her head up and smiles.
Right.
Man, you two are nosy. Alright, Tenwin. I'll catch you in a little bit. Take it easy. Oh, I guess the deer was standing right there the whole time anyway. Alright, let's go out on the boat. Alright, where are we at? We are up around here. I think I'm going to just keep kind of sailing. Not exactly straight up to this place, and I'll see what we might run into along the way, if anything. So I've actually not explored all the way up in this area. Might as well see what's going on. These parts. little island chain north of Seraphin Died Here Island. You know what I need to remember? I need to kill Nemnock at some point. You encounter another ship at sea. I'll save him for later. I want to make sure I can just absolutely make him wish he was never born. You're rounding a rocky islet when you see a ship drifting on the horizon, a sail luffing in the breeze. A rough symbol has been painted onto it. You pull out your spyglass and peer at the symbol. It's crudely drawn, but it looks like it could be a war club or a sword or a key. Other than the flapping sail and swaying lines, you don't notice any movement. Could it be a leaden key? But you do spot one body slumped against the gunwale and another splayed over the wheel, and an arrow buried in a mast. Aloth peers to your side and looks as well. That symbol, it looks like a variant of the leaden key's insignia. Aloth lowers the spyglass. What an amazing coincidence. You and I just had a conversation about this, and lo and behold. You think they're leaden key? Or attacked by them, perhaps. Leaden key members rarely announce themselves in such bold fashion, but we won't know until we look, Aloth says. Looks to me like the war club of the Wahaki tribe. They painted this on raided ships to warn others, I say. Takehu folds his arms and shivers. Perhaps still it merits a closer look. Let's investigate. My thoughts precisely, Aloth says. I kind of hope the undead ship comes back at some point. I like the idea of fighting a ship with a whole bunch of undead on it. Like, they showed up, nothing really came of it, and that was that. I got more bodies just bobbing up and down. Painting on the mast resembles the symbol used by the leaden key. There we go. Fragment of essence quivers near a corpse. Most of the soul seems to have departed already, but this fretting and fluttering piece remains. It throbs with panic. Even staying this close to it raises your pulse. Read the fragment. As you let it wash over you, terror thins your blood. Your heartbeat becomes the galloping of hooves. You fight to keep yourself from vomiting with fear, if only to avoid the noise. This was supposed to be a quick trade run, up to Nekataka and out in a few days, but you got lost in that fog, and the next thing you knew, arrows were flying through it. So you hid here between some crates, where it's dark, where the screams on deck are just a little quieter. You thought pirates were the greatest danger for merchant ships like yours, but the shrieking warriors butchering your crewmates don't seem like pirates. One of them is up in the rigging, painting some kind of symbol on your sails. Light spills into your hiding place, and a Mawa warrior, one of the Huana you think, stands over you. Foreigners shall corrupt our lands no more. You were looking up toward the glare, and a Mawa silhouetted against it when pain lances through the base of your skull. What is it, Liquid?
Did you find something? You have that look again.
They were merchants, killed by Huana who says something about foreigners corrupting their lands.
Well, that's a start. I found some unusual stains. I don't think they're blood, but they are rather odorous.
Shall we break out the blacklight? He wrinkles his nose at a streak of something the color of a fresh bruise. That's Koiki pulp.
So it is. But what would that be doing here?
Wahaki hunters smear themselves with it. We're near their island, Koiki.
Of course. The same group we met on Motario Kozi, as I recall.
I've heard they're aggressively isolationist. As for what that has to do with the leaden key...
He frowns, looking at the key-like symbol painted onto the sail.
At least we know where to look next.
Though if this becomes anything like our encounter in the Defiance Bay catacombs, Well, I hope we get our answers before the bloodbath.
He looks at you and smiles wryly. Actually, I don't think I got... Did I kill the guys in the Defiance Bay catacombs, or didn't I just sneak in and out? I don't remember. That was a long time ago. Can I, like, put your soul at ease, buddy? Or take it with me? Sodi, I don't want to just leave this guy here, but it looks like I have no other option.
What can I do you for?
Weird. You would
Sure
think you
thing.
could, like, have that soul follow you. Grappling hook. Hardtack, bunch of minor items. I think I can search here. Guess that's it. Said just takes it out. Darn it. Alright. Out there's Oreo Koiki. Let's check to the west of it real quick. Says solution. Lehehuya. Shipwreck. Sift through the wreckage. Your wooden hognose is a cannon. Valiant Trading Company colors. Palmstone. Rice. Let's go get some fruit. 31 or some water. And let's take a look at Koiki. I'm sure using my amazing diplomacy skills, we can talk our way through all this. Make friends with all these wonderful people. Kehu, metaphysics, explosives. Let's see. You're only on 17. And let's see. I'm gonna give you... Each kill while shapeshifted will increase the duration of the spirit shift effect and will freeze and slow the action speed of nearby enemies. I'll just not go with that, I guess. Actually, you know what? I'll give you Avenging Storm.
That symbol. It looks like the one we saw on the abandoned ship.
Painting on a post resembles the symbol used by the Leaden Key. Nobody here attacking us yet. This must be another village type area. Koiki fruits. There's somebody nearby. Young woman steps up to the edge of the cliff, peers down wearing an amused grin. She fingers the curve of a long hunting bow.
You keep turning up like a chipped Azada.
She nods towards Kehu. It's a good thing I didn't take him out.
Something keeps drawing me back to Oreo Koiki, I say.
Kehu winks up at her.
Don't let Awata hear you say that.
She returns her focus to you with a frown.
You went into the jungle for animal hides, I say, and found yourself in an empty clearing.
I did not.
Akira, the clearing was empty, I say. You asked no questions.
She scowls down at you.
You turned around and retraced your steps back to your ship, where it was safe.
She picks up her hunting bow and knocks an arrow pointing in your direction. Look, I just wanted to talk. Can we talk?
Not if you cannot listen.
With a sigh, she points the arrow to the ground.
If you came to blunt my teeth with chatter, try to keep it short.
What is this place?
Let's say, you came all this way, not knowing what you would find?
She cocks her head with interest.
You stand before the den of the Wahaki, our fortress, our sanctuary, our temple. And outsiders are unwelcome.
Yeah, but can I enter?
No. You think I stand here for my health?
Standing is supposed to be really good for, health benefits.
Only the Wahaki are allowed on Oreo Koiki.
I bring an offer of alliance from Queen Onakasa II. Barbarian abruptly straightens as she regards you anew, taking you in from head to toe.
We remember the old compact with the Nekataka Queen. Do you have her treaty words?
I forgot the passphrase, I'm kidding. Over crumbling mountains, across blighted seas.
Akira, the Queen must be desperate to send you, I say.
Well, thanks, I love you too.
Rasare will be expecting you inside.
She gestures for one of the cliffside guards to lower the lift.
Seeing as you've earned your way up from nuisance to guest, find me if you feel like trading.
Kapiha folds her arms and strolls away from the cliffside. Okay, now I'm gonna include some stuff here. Since she's now looking away. I'll get on your lift when I am damn good and ready.
On it.
Infested Koiki. Make sure we don't eat that one. I wonder if it's a way to climb up or something. Rocky outcroppings pepper the face of the cliffside. You can make out the shape of stone ruins situated high above. Terrain offers an abundance of hand and footholds. The length of the climb alone would exact a heavy toll of effort and strain. Scouting for a secure passage can help to mitigate the risks of a hard climb. I'm gonna leave just in case that ends up being a shortcut, in case I did not get the benefit of getting this lift dropped down to me. And if it leads to something else, I'll come back to it. With the help of an elaborate pulley mechanism, this lift can be raised to the level of the plateau. Take a lift up. Excuse me, a creaking of wood and straining a rope accompany the lift's upward journey. Hello, everybody. I am Liquid. None of you seem impressed. I'm disappointed. Lying companions. How big is this place, out of curiosity? Not super big. Outlander. Did you call to me? Because there's nowhere to go over here. Weird. I want to loot this plant, damn it. Okay, bear a spell. Hi everybody, I'm an Outlander. A round-bellied man stands at ease before a cluster of hardened fighters, their fists balled and brows furrowed. Murmurs of tense discussion slow to a halt as a woman at the head of the crowd steps forward clutching a spear.
Maybe the spear's a gift for us?
Silence.
She grimaces at a deer.
The outsider must leave.
Oreo Koiki will not be parceled off and bought with foreign lies.
She sweeps her spear tip to gesture in your direction.
Only the handsome fish can stay.
She waves her spear point toward Tekehu. Tekehu? I am much more handsome than Tekehu. He swallows and raises his palm in mute greeting.
Ruasari would never let that happen. Where is your confidence in Aranga?
I take it there's a problem.
You are the problem. We do not track dirt in our homes.
Excuse the hell out of me.
We are no better than the outsiders if our Mataru act like inhospitable savages. Where is the courtesy and welcome of the Wahaki?
Yeah, exactly. Where is it? This question casts a ripple of unease over every listener.
If you have such love for outsiders, let this one speak for himself.
She fixes her attention on you. I travel with Nagati's chosen. He will keep me honest.
I will? I mean, Akira, I will.
Tekehu bows his head and touches his forehead.
If the outsider turns on us, I say I will drag you through Tangaloa's maw with me.
She curls her upper lip at Aparu.
For all our sakes, may I be proven wrong.
Nodding to the assembled fighters, she signals them to disperse.
On behalf of those who remember our manners, welcome to Oreo Koiki.
He sighs and shakes his head at the warriors before refocusing on you. Is there usually much infighting when outsiders show up? Or am I special?
Akira, I say circumstances have made us rough around the edges. Outsiders come with cannons, nets, torches. They do not come to talk.
Which is funny because the first thing I did when I came in here was talk. Why are the Wahiki so protective of their land?
We safeguard any land that the trading companies have not stolen out from under Anakaza's throne. The islands will fall if the tribes do not recall our past and Ngadi's covenant.
Ngadi's covenant?
Ngadi bade her followers to protect the islands, the tribes, and the luminous Adra. For this, she gave us the power to shape her domain. If we fail in our charges, the birthright of the Huana disappears. The Wahaki remember this. The Kahanga, they forget.
When he turns to face Tekehu, Aparu's joyful face creases with worry.
Some of us remember. What we choose to do with the memory is ours to decide.
Tekehu glances away. Why so much concern over the past?
We lost much of ourselves when cataclysm scoured the Deadfire. Somewhere among the islands, there's a place where we...
He stops himself and bites his lower lip.
Akira, my apologies, but I should say no more.
Back to my other questions.
Ask. I am pleased to be making a new friend.
What can you tell me about Ruasari?
She is our Ranga, and the strength of our tribe.
He stands tall, wearing a proud grin.
I have never seen her without a mouthful of Koiki. Even in battle, she wears a bandolier of fruit.
That seems like that would be a huge distraction, but okay.
A spirited, passionate, and very hungry woman is my Rusari.
Are you and Rusari married?
Takara, I doubt he even knows the meaning of the word.
Tekehu slaps his hand over his eyes, grinning with embarrassment.
I'm familiar with the foreign obsession with vows.
He favors you with a friendly smile.
When it strikes Rusari's fancy that we should sleep under one roof, we do so vigorously.
TMI, buddy.
Some think I influence her judgment, but they have the wrong of it. My back is too fragile for the weight of authority, I say.
Farewell. A most unusual lantern. Boy, everybody always has something to say about your lantern, Zodi.
I've got it.
Take this.
Did you notice the face paint?
Yeah. Did you notice her face paint? Wait, there's the person who helped us up. I'm trying to talk to you, get back here. Also, why is Liquid the only one moving? You said something about trading.
Akira, what now?
Peha furrows her brow and waits. You said you had stuff to trade. Don't get smart. Know anything about this odd-looking Koiki? Frowning, she studies the fruit in your open palm, poking it gently with her index finger. The Koiki rocks back and forth. That's an egg, isn't it?
Do not eat this.
She makes a complex warding gesture with her hands.
It is infested. The wood-strangling wasp planted its larvae in this Koiki.
Oh my god. She glances off to the tree line.
I will alert the others. Do not eat it unless you want insects to burrow through your windpipe and hollow you out from the inside.
Yeah, I don't need that. Anything I should know about the locals?
Buparo is our mystic. Convinced that the whole fortress will come crumbling down if he doesn't keep to his daily devotions. As for the rest, ask around. I'm not here to satisfy your curiosity.
I'd like to trade.
You're in luck. I am the only one on the island who trades with outsiders.
Kuaru's prize ring. +5 damage with spells. Hello. +1 intellect and perception. I'm sure I got somebody can use that, so let's buy one of those. And a bunch of ingredients. Which, in all honesty, I've got all the money in the world right now. Don't need food. That way, in case we have anything comes up we have to upgrade, I've got a whole bunch of stuff sitting there waiting for me. Ibis. +3 burn armor rating, +10 all defenses against fire attack. Being critically hit or fire attack will cause an interrupt. Yeah, that's very, very situational. Sodi. Let's give this to Aloth.
I'm honored.
And let's check out the Sanctum. Alright, who in here would like to threaten and belittle me? The god he's chosen. Curious choice of companion. That didn't take long.
That mural. That's the same headdress Thaos wore.
Mural is quite faded, but you still recognize the distinct silhouette of Thaos Ix Arcanon.
Will do.
The preparing table for burnt offerings reeks of spices and gore. Copper brazier reeks of ashes and burnt hair. A layer suit and detritus line the blackened concavity. Place a bomb in the... Why would I do that? Examine the brazier. Among the ashes you find charred fruit pits, scraps of parchment, shards of pottery, animal bones, and matted bundles of singed hair. Nothing else about the brazier sends out to you as interesting or relevant. Leave. I have no idea why I would want to put a bomb in there other than to be a jerk. Nice line. What's over here first? Can't steal that. I can't steal this, maybe. Oh no, there's somebody there in the shadows. Have you come to enslave us? No, don't worry, I am very anti-slavery. We are a powerful yet fair barbarian who believes in freedom for all. Rusted construct. Tangara. Resare. Broad-shouldered woman on a throne lifts her gaze to meet yours. White-faced pain adds a grim aspect to her stoic demeanor. Smoldering braziers fill the air with oppressive heat, but she sits at ease.
Her face paint. You don't suppose...
Risare turns her gaze to Aloth, who quickly falls silent. She returns her focus to you.
I am the Ranga of this tribe, and will not hesitate to send your soul through Tangaloa's maw if you threaten my people.
Yep, there we go. Threat right off the bat. She steeples her fingers and watches your every move. Well, that's a fine greeting. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Ranga.
The chosen of Ngati is a welcome sight, I say.
She turns her attention toward Takehu with a pause of recognition. Takehu rocks back on his heels, nodding to himself.
Akira, my thanks to you, dear Ranga, though I bring you no omens this day.
Takehu inclines his head and touches a spot on his brow with 2 fingers.
You have the gift of our hospitality during this audience. Do not abuse it.
Studious-looking man to the Ranga's side scrutinizes you.
But will our hospitality be returned?
A trembling mystic consults a palmful of runes. Ranga silences him with a look. That voice totally threw me off. Will our hospitality be returned? Sitting forward in her seat, she opens her fist to reveal a plump Koiki fruit. She takes a deep and thoughtful bite.
Takehu, I say we have troubles enough without my people fighting over you.
Akira, just so. I will keep my hands to myself this time.
Sodi's eyes gleam with dark amusement. She nods, turning her focus back to you.
Mbeta softened his heart against outsiders. Akira, I will hear this one. The Queen sent you to remind us we are vassals. Is that all?
She sets a Koiki down on the armrest and opens her palm, inviting you to speak. The Wahaki seem on edge for some reason.
Akira, a good reason.
Rosari squeezes her Koiki until the juices run between her fingers.
You are knowing that the purchase of foreign slaves is allowed in the Deadfire?
A shadow falls over Rosari's eyes as she lowers her brow. Why only foreign slave? Wait, I'm familiar with the practice.
To buy and sell kith is the work of monsters.
Alright, so we agree on something.
These slavers hunt the waters around Oreo Koiki. Like cowards, they shy away from the deeper jungle.
In spite of Rosari's hearty guffaw, not a trace of humor reaches her eyes.
They steal my people from their fishing boats and sell them like pigs at auction. Where is Onikaza to stop them?
Rosari opens her arms and searches left and right. Well, she's probably not in this room.
Someone must teach them the meaning of Wahaki vengeance, I say.
Are you talking about Crookspur? I already dealt with them.
Could this be true?
She glances to her attendants. Believe me, I remember Crookspur. It was a wonderful time. The priest consults his bones. His brow raises and he nods to the queen.
What say? If those parasites drew their final breaths, I would hear of it.
Master Kua is dead. His business is finished.
While Onikaza plays at diplomacy, we are the spear in the guts of our enemies.
No, I was actually the spear in the guts of our enemies. Except I believe I was using a sword at the time.
I have come to expect troubling news from outsiders. Today is no different. But at least you bring me a tale for my grandchildren.
You might want to wait till they get a little older. Nodding to herself, Rosari looks you up and down, weighing something unspoken.
Rawatayan warships circle Crookspur, and the cries of bondage carry across the waves like the song of injured gulls.
You left Crookspur leaderless. You had to expect someone would occupy the vacancy. She chews the inside of her cheek and holds her silence.
Tell Onikaza that the Wahaki accept her authority. If the time comes when she needs to show foreigners the breadth of her power, we will be there. The hospitality of the Oaxaca is yours. Respect our ways, and cause no trouble.
Well, that's cool. At least we got that done fairly easily since we already did Crookspur. Do you have anything to say, Mr. Ruin Construct? Construct trembles and rattles, his vacant gaze wandering without purpose. Habit and routine are seemingly the only forces keeping it upright. Maybe you'll prove useful later. Construct stares back at you in silence. Eve. It's odd. Meditation chamber, Oaxaca shrines. There's nothing else going on here. I still don't get the put a bomb here thing. What? Wait. Oh, Barapo. You're a named person. What's your deal?
I would pray louder if it kept outsiders away from Koiki.
Okay, you're that guy.
I say Bruasare would not like it if I denied you hospitality.
How do you and Tangara get along?
Poorly. He ventures away from our islands and invites the wrath of the gods, I say.
Barapo folds his arms and squeezes his shoulders. Do you know Parappa?
May Ngati devour that outsider construct he dragged back with him.
What's your role in the tribe other than the resident bitcher?
I keep the gods at bay.
He touches his brow with a shaking hand.
The tribe balances on the edge of ruin, and my burnt offerings appease those who watch over us. Godlessness raised the green man, and the gods will put him back down, I say.
You think Gon's gonna set the final harvest upon us because of Kith's godlessness? Maybe. But ain't no god's gonna stop him.
She rubs the side of her jaw in thought.
Akira, this is why Outlanders do not speak the will of the gods for the tribe.
Barapo crosses his arms and smirks at Zodi.
Well, I'd say that statue has more than its share of God in it.
For what does your crew of misfits address me?
Barapo frowns at a deer and retreats back a step. So I'm guessing I can just put the bomb in here to blow you up as a trap in case I decide I don't like you because you seem to be a giant jerk. Fair enough. Where's the other fella that was in there? He's up here in the meditation chamber. Oh, there you are.
Outsider. Unlike Barapo, I do not use this as a term of offense, I say.
Tangara gives you a pleasant smile.
We do not see many visitors on Koiki. Those who come, seldom leave.
Koiki? You said that outsiders don't tend to leave Koiki.
They come asking our Ranga to show her belly in surrender. Instead, she shows them their guts at the end of a spear.
Tangara grins and makes a thrusting motion with both hands. Huh. What are your thoughts on Barapo?
How he fills our home with the stink of his burnt offerings.
Tangara wrinkles his nose and waves his hand in a dispelling motion.
A rational mystic burns incense or candles, but Barapo burns Koiki, rotten meat, and bundles of hair.
He sounds freaking weird.
Nothing is spared his flame if it appeases the gods.
Barapo told me that your construct has fallen on hard times.
Akira, he talks too much.
Yeah?
A valuable lesson about animancy, I say. There is quality and there is cheap, but never both.
Tangara sighs, patting one of his pockets to the jingling of a few shells.
The rust bucket does not follow my instructions and ignores my command words.
I could take a look at the construct for you.
I am appreciating the offer, but it is better if I learn how to operate my degraded friend. I would be a poor host if the ironclad thing decided to remove your skin.
He chuckles, but the humor doesn't quite reach his eyes. I've dealt with worse, believe me.
Akira, I can see that well enough from here. Here, the command words. They do me little good.
He passes you a tattered scroll and shrugs, smiling wanly. Construct command scroll. Most of this document is drafted in a careful official hand. Another author appears to have made several hasty additions. To our valued customer, on behalf of the dedicated staff of the Consignment and Salvage Clearinghouse, We would like to congratulate you on your recent purchase of one construct, salvaged, refurbished. Per your contract with our licensed dealer, Remo Caldera, salvage marker 56221, payment of trade goods and undisclosed services has been accepted. We hope you are pleased with your order. Sincerest regards, Rowan Jaquan, Shipping Quartermaster, CASC, dealer notes if any. Patrol Command unreliable. Attack Command unreliable. Guard Command unreliable. See accompanying document for command words. Functionality highly dependent on pronunciation and emphasis. Good luck. Alright, let's see what this thing does. Maybe I can get it to like work on my ship for me or something. Speak the words of the command scroll. You read the words of the scroll, doubtful of the faded arcane scribblings, until a tingling sensation passes your lips. The construct abruptly hardens this bearing and turns to you, standing at attention. It seems that conflicting instructions from too many masters has led to the rapid degeneration of this construct's short-term memory. Wipe the memory. You draw out the babbling, incoherent mess of instructions received over the years. The construct trembles throughout the procedure. The construct now stands at ease regarding its surroundings with fresher clarity. Order the construct to kill. What? No. Leave. There's got to be a quest that involves me having to kill one of these two. There's a room over here. Because from the looks of it, I can pretty much create an accident here. Bowls fill to bursting with ripe Koiki. It looks as if Rusari's attendants stock it regularly to keep pace with the Ranga's appetite. Place the blighted Koiki fruit at the top of the pile. I can kill her too. Examine the fruit. These Koiki smell particularly sweet and pungent, likely owing to their growth in a deeper jungle. Smell overpowers the stench of the braziers, which suffuses the rest of the temple. Leave. It's a very cozy room. Exceptional spear, Juana charm belt. Plus 15 stride, plus 1 survival. Is there a hidden switch in here? There is.
What this is? I got it.
Oreo Koiki. Should I go down here? Asked me to recruit the Koiki tribe to cause a confrontation with a decisive, now unfortunate alliance. Onikaza will desire my report. Not sure I should go down there or not. There's nothing else here. I guess it wouldn't hurt to check it out. Let's see what's down here. Oh, this takes us outside. This must take us to, that cliff I didn't climb, exactly. Alright, so that solves that mystery. It's the back way in. So I guess there's some kind of quest path I could take if I wanted to just kill everybody here. Wait, is that a door? It doesn't look like it. Alright, guess we're going back to Onikaza. That was nice and easy. Need to go to the lift. Take lift to the ground. Alright, let's sail back south to Nekataka. There's Sayuka. Halfway there. Who are you? You're just a captain. You're a merchant. I think I probably got most of the bounties on the ships except ones that are up in the northeast. Alright, Serpent's Crown, rooftop. Did you arrive on the Riptide? No, I flew.
My scouts tell me that you sail from Koiki.
Queen raises her brow.
Do the Wahaki pay the crown obeisance in whatever eccentric form suits them?
Onikaza rests her chin on her fist and studies you. You could look forward to Wahaki support when a need arises.
You have united the Huana with our missing limb.
For once, she allows herself a deep and genuine smile of gratitude.
Prayer and the wisdom of Kohopa will help steer my next course. I will send for you in time.
Onikaza dismisses you with a wave.
Speak freely, Herald of Bereth.
You've been in my head since we first met.
Ah, Akira. But listen how the Watcher flatters me.
Onikaza chuckles to herself and shares a smile with the attendants in earshot. When her gaze flows back to you, a presence like a storm cloud settles over your thoughts.
I cannot plant a seed in untilled soil. Akira, I want for there to be trust between us.
She raises her eyebrows to make sure you're paying attention.
The trading companies send spies to every corner of the mountain. I say there are places they cannot go.
Masked beneath a casual gesture scratching her cheek, Onikaza taps the side of her head. I understand, Highness.
But you did not climb all the way up the mountain to pay compliments, I say.
Who says? You feel a light tug as the mental connection breaks for now. Onikaza settles back in her chair and nods to you, her eyes straying to her attendants only briefly. Keep interesting pets, Highness.
Fine beasts, are they not? Gifts from the Wapua, a tribe of proud animal trainers. I named them Kohopa and Tangaloa, which makes the priests very unhappy.
She grins to herself.
Aruihi thinks I should feed my enemies to them alive and screaming. Akira, I have given it thought.
She passed Tangaloa on her head. Not content to let the attention go astray, Kohopa shifts over until his ears are under the queen's fingers. Yeah, my dogs do that. I wish to discuss the Huana.
We are the stewards of the Deadfire. Our ancestors made this pact with the goddess Nagati long before Ukaizo, before the island vanished.
She closes her eyes and bows her head. How long have the Huana been here?
How long does coral grow?
Onikaza chuckles to herself.
It is said the tribes assembled when Kohopa took his first mouthful of Amira's hatchling. And we will be here until the sea rises above our heads.
You mentioned a pact with Nagati.
The one which taught us to shape water.
A light, youthful smile overtakes her.
It is said that Nagati bound her 4 guardians to protect the islands, the Adra, the seas, and the tribes. In return, she gifted them the forms of water shaping. For so long as our promise is kept, the goddess gives us dominion over water.
Onikasa touches her brow with reverence.
Did I do your mother justice, Takehu?
Akera. Somewhere in the abyss, she blinks her enormous eyes with approval, I say.
Back to my other questions.
Speak on. A friend of the crown should be well informed, I say.
Tell me about Nekataka.
Nekataka is older than our memory. We found the great city in ruins, and the Kahanga have spent generations replacing every cracked stone.
Who built Nekataka?
The Huana, of course. The mark of our ancestors runs deep.
Did they build this city on rock and roll?
Walls and districts are not how we would build a city today, but this place has echoes of the past. And our future, I say, if we can but reach to grasp it.
This is a Huana city, but the trading companies are both represented here. Onikasa considers your reflection, nodding.
The Valians were very forthright in their desire to carve out a permanent outpost, I say. When cannon shot echoed across the seas, the Crown opened negotiations with Rawatai's armada, a healthier alternative to war. My brother thinks I am too lenient with our visitors. I say I will accept even this uneasy balance.
Back to my other questions.
First, a question of my own.
Uh-oh. Onikasa staples her fingers and observes you closely. I'm actually interested in somebody already.
This city is not how the tribes would live. Walls stand between neighbors, and the beach is too far to walk comfortably. There are angles of this city I cannot see from my garden. What place has Nekataka in the great pattern of the Deadfire?
I've seen what lies at the bottom. It isn't pretty, Highness.
Bottoms seldom are, I say.
Do we still speak of the city? I have lost track.
Takehu winks. Onikasa only rolls her eyes. The deer, of course, chooses to not wink again. Not
Akira, my thanks for your perspective. I say you give me much to consider.
Why do you put up with the trading companies?
Because we are the shrub in the shadow of an old growth.
Onikasa looks away and sighs through her nose.
Even the gods may protest, but this city blooms from the wealth of foreigners. Aruihi would have me force them back to their ships. I say it is better to feed my allies under a single roof.
Goodbye. Alright, so the Huana thing is done then. I believe we got the main quest. We've got that Mad Marina thing that I'm not worried about. We've got that. Northeast of Nekataka. That's going to be over towards Magran's Teeth. I still have to do this. I reached Oreo Koiki and her strange size of a leaden key presence from the mask-like paintings to the artwork. I may be able to learn more by looking around, so I need to go back there and figure that out. Did I not finish this? I thought I talked to her. I need to go back and see Bright at Harbinger's dwelling. Huh. Northeast. That we gotta take care of yet. We'll get that at some point. Nemnock. Bounty. Return to Nivardir with the fluid. Wow, apparently I did miss some things in Harbinger's Watch. I'm gonna have to go back there at some point. Alright, I guess we're going back to Oreo Kaizi, Kuzo, whatever it was. I keep mixing up the names in this game for everything. I also keep walking out on this balcony by accident. We'll make our way down there at some point and turn this in. Ain't gonna worry about it right now. Might as well stick to the north while I'm already up here. It's a lot of sailing to do.
I thought Juana didn't believe in personal property. Yet you've brought quite the assortment of leather necklaces.
Akira, just so. But not all of them go around my neck.
Oh, God.
In that case, perhaps you could remove them from my sleeping berth.
Oh, it is no burden, my friend. You are free to borrow one.
See. This is going to be another day where this stream just flies by. I'm almost 2 hours in already, and it doesn't feel like it. It feels like I haven't been playing that long. Sign of a good game. And this has been a very, very good game. Alright, where are you at? A bit more north. Alright. So we got to figure out what the deal is with the leaden key here. I don't see a point in going up that way. That's just a shortcut, so take the lift. That must have been a person who said Watcher, and I couldn't figure out where it was coming from. Okay, there's nothing over here.
The handsome fish leaps into my net once again, I say.
Smile rises to Wata's face as she catches sight of Takehu.
Wata, how is my little Koiki?
So he lifts her chin in interest.
Rotten. Pugnant. All the reasons you didn't fight when I gave you back to the sea.
I take it you two were acquainted.
Akira, we were. Briefly and purposefully.
Takehu folds his arms and grins. Sodi's really interested in us.
I did not think you'd swim back, fish.
I am here on business.
Not pleasure? Tell me what they have done with the true Takehu.
You are a delight as ever, I say. Keep the tribe safe, Owata.
It is what I do. You keep swimming, Takehu. It is what you do.
She sighs and gives him a warm look before turning away. Funny thing about this, I think Takehu is still wearing robes that are made of human flesh. What the hell? Are you still wearing those old robes I gave you from like way, way back? Effigy's husk. Yeah. He's basically wearing a Frankenstein robe.
Watch yourself, my handsome fish.
Get a room, my god.
My sister returns grinning with accomplishment and speaking your name. Well done, outsider.
Paro claps you on the arm and nods. Let's go talk to his sister. I don't think I actually talked to her again after we settled things. Barapo.
Come no closer, outsider.
Read her soul. You reach into her soul, chasing that spark of recognition. You feel hundreds of births and deaths within her, forming and disappearing like bubbles in boiling water. You sift past them all, focusing your overwhelmed senses on the memory of a strange foreign man. When at last you seize it, you find yourself in the very same throne room, but the condition of the place and the memory of your host suggests it is many, many hundreds of years ago, if not more. You're seated on a dais. A man is brought before you, dressed in stifling black robes. He reminds you of a corpse dressed for a funeral. He reminds you of something else too, but one of your attendants leans in and interrupts the thoughts before you can follow it. She tells you that this is the man you asked to see, and that his people have been harassing yours. He calls himself Thaos Ix Arcanon. Explain yourself, stranger. He gives you a smile that sets your teeth on edge.
Your Excellency, I come to warn your people. Your presence among these ruins is an affront to the gods. You must remove yourself, lest you face the gods' wrath.
Indeed, the man is an even greater fool than you had been told. The gods surely take their time. We have lived here 200 years, and they have yet to raise an objection.
The timeline of the gods is not for mortals to understand. But even their patience shall wear thin, especially after this warning.
You certainly fear your patience wearing thin. Who is he, this foreigner, to send your people from their halls and homes, and who is he to tell your people, the survivors, about the wrath of the gods? This is the right voice actor, This is the right voice actor, but the one we met in Beast of Winter was wrong. Also, I'm back. Welcome back. We talked to this person earlier. Told her we took care of Crook's Spur. She was happy with that. I actually went back to Onikaza, talked to her, got that whole alliance thing done. Came back because I realized I need to figure out about the leaden key, so we're doing that now. And I also realized that apparently I gotta go back to the place where we did Beast of Winter, because there's 2 side quests apparently I never turned in. I thought I did. I never gave that machine oil to somebody, and I never told that one priestess about her sister being dead. Hey Dark Fury, how's it going? Hope you're doing good. One ungrateful guest evicts his hosts. Our ancestors built these places centuries ago. We will not leave. For a moment, his unctuous facade melts away and he blinks at you and your attendants. You get the impression that your response has surprised him.
Your people cling tightly to their history.
His jaw is tight as he speaks. He swallows hard as if gulping something unpleasant.
But where are these designs among your arts? Where is the carved Adra in your wooden huts? These places were not built by the Huana, but by an ancient people from a distant land.
You knew he was a fool, but now you suspect he is a dangerous one. His words are a lie, but like the very best lies, they contain the shadow of truth. Everyone knows foreigners once lived among your people as guests, but they have not been seen in 200 years. What prickles the back of your neck is the question of how he might know this, and why he brings it to you. The murals in these places and the stories of our ancestors tell it differently. How would you, a foreigner, know our history better than our own grandfathers? Because he is your grandfather. Never mind.
I have seen your murals, and I know that you will recognize this.
He produces a helm with 2 horn-like protrusions and a mask attached. He is correct, you do recognize it. Your guards and attendants gasp. The man, Thaos, smiles more broadly.
It was my people who built these places, and now I come before you bearing their warning.
At least that much is true. You turn to your guards. Just as a look of surprise appears on Thaos' face, the ancient Rangus memory skips ahead. You're looking at Thaos once more. This time, however, he and a score of robed men and women are bound amidst a heap of peat and wood. This time, he is staring at you in disbelieving fury. You've gathered your people and told them that the foreigners before them are the same ones who came to the island centuries ago. Now your people are angry and frightened too, because every Oaxaca remembers the story of how these foreigners abused the hospitality of their Huana hosts. So great was their iniquity that the gods destroyed the great city of Ukaizo and many others besides. Watch now as I wipe their stain from among us. Your people cheer. Thaos struggles and yells, but his words are drowned out. Let us never forget that this foreigner is a trickster and his people a plague. Hundreds of Oaxaca stamp their feet and beat the ground with the butts of their spears. Still, Thaos scowls and thrashes in protest. From this day forward, we must be vigilant. Let us root out such foreigners and keep our lands pure of their wickedness. The tribe cheers louder than ever. Young and old, Mataru and Raparu, all are united in purpose. A change seems to come over Thaos. The struggle leaves his body and the rage departs his face. Good, let him accept his end. One of your attendants offers you a torch. Throw it onto the pyre. You hurl the torch. The flames quickly spread. The foreigners scream as the fire advances, all except Thaos, who looks back at you with a strange smile of satisfaction. You pull back from the memory and a gruesome scene evaporates around you.
Why do you stare so?
It's funny to imagine I was just staring at her the whole time I was reading that. You're sorry, frowns you. Do you recognize the name Thaos or Leaden Key?
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign names.
She frowns. Yes, something in her soul sparks like kindling held to a flame. There is an ancient presence there with its own memory. This is going to be the same thing. Yeah.
Why do you stare so?
What's the significance of your face paint?
The Oaxaca show outsiders that we know their deceitful face.
She spits on the floor.
My ancestor knew this face well. She recalled its every hateful curve to the Oaxaca histories. We wear the bone-white grimace of our enemies and take power from it.
I came across a ravaged merchant ship not far from here.
Akira, outsiders know better than to draw close to Oaxaca lands.
Her fingers ball into a fist.
We leave the symbol of the war club as we have for generations. A warning, I say. A reminder.
That war club looks like a much older version of the Leaden Key insignia.
Aloth leans close, whispering to you.
One which goes unheeded.
An enthused smile forms and fades. I wonder if I missed something in here.
I know only that they clang and clash like...
The Ingwithan ruin makes for a cozy hideout.
Do not speak the name of those who felled mighty Ukaizo. Their spirits are unwelcome.
Sari narrows her eyes and studies you closely.
We do not hide. We are protecting a way of life that others would trample under their boots. The trading companies would strip the land that the gods gifted us and unmake the works of our ancestors. There is much to protect in the Deadfire. Too much for any single tribe.
I came to discuss your slaver problem, of which there shouldn't be one. Her eyes brighten with joy. Rusari steps closer and embraces you roughly, clapping your back.
What say? If those parasites drew their final while Onakaza plays, I have come to expect troubling news from outside. Rawatayan warships circle Crookspur, and the cries of... I do not revoke the hospitality of the Oaxaca, but I suggest you leave this place.
Can't we talk about this?
Come no closer, outsider.
Wait, did I piss you off somehow? Did I do Mogren's teeth yet? No, not yet. It's coming soon, though. I'll probably start it before the end of the stream. Did I fuck up? Let me reload it. It's weird, because I think that was the same dialogue answers that I gave her when I told her I freed Crookspur, and she was like cool with me then.
Come no closer.
Let's do this again.
Why do you stare so?
Came across this merchant ship.
We leave that war club, one which goes unheeded.
Significance to your face paint.
We wear the bone white grimace.
You recognize the name Thaos.
I know only that they clang and clash like foreign. I know only that. Why do you stare so?
Farewell.
Sure.
Tell Aloth about what you saw in Ruasari's soul. Okay, so we gotta talk to Aloth then.
Tell me. You look like you have something on your mind.
I read an ancient memory in Ruasari's soul and found a link to the Leaden Key. You tell Aloth about the past life you glimpsed in Ruasari's soul, about her long ago meeting with Thaos, his warning about the ruins, her decision to execute him, and her mandate to the Koiki to defend their territory from outsiders.
That's like what he told the Glanfathans. I bet he didn't expect they'd kill him for it. Would have loved to see the look on his face.
Then the Wahaki are the painted masks. They've been serving the Leaden Key's interests for 2,000 years without even knowing it.
Aloth blinks, working through the implications.
Though not, it seems, in the way Thaos intended.
He frowns, rubbing his chin.
People doing the wrong thing for the wrong reasons for thousands of years without even realizing it. Doesn't get more Leaden Key than that.
Thaos had schemes within schemes. He knew what he was doing.
From what you described, it certainly didn't seem that way. But I'll concede that Thaos was wilier than most.
And a jerk.
Belief is a curious thing.
He crosses his arms, settling back on the balls of his feet.
Once, the Wahaki believed they were guarding themselves against the Ingwithans, Thaos' people. Yet over time, they became hostile toward all outsiders.
Stories and messages change. Thaos only had clarity about his because Wodika reincarnated him whole every time.
But don't you wonder if bearing that message was part of what made Thaos who he was?
He raises an eyebrow and falls quiet for a moment.
It's not just that the Wahaki misread Thaos' original message. It fundamentally changed them.
He purses his lips.
They went from being a large and well-connected tribe to a much smaller one defined by isolationism.
Worry burrows into the shadows and creases on his face. And that has got you thinking again about the consequences of your intervention.
You see all the ninnying I suffer from this lad? Right sure 'tis ratting all around in his noggin.
Man, that took me by surprise for a minute. You haven't heard the other personality that much in this game, it feels like.
You know me too well.
His wry grin doesn't quite banish his air of melancholy.
I've been chasing the Leaden Key, trying to undo the harm they've caused. But what if I'm only making matters worse?
Private agony muffles his voice. His breath catches in his throat as the full weight of his words hit him. Because I haven't used them that much. Yes, good point.
Might I be to blame? Have I made a grievous mistake in getting involved?
Through his scars and lines and newfound purpose, you catch a glimpse of the Aloth you knew 5 years ago, scared, alone, and desperate for direction. North. Just kidding. You're responsible for the consequences of your actions, intended or otherwise. No, if you didn't try it at all, you'd be responsible for the harm Leaden Key continues doing. Consider how poorly Thaos understood Wahaki, how much less do you understand Leaden Key? No one can know everything, so all we've got to do is do the best we can with the resources we have. Thaos accomplished his goals, just not the way he originally planned. Your problem is looking for specific immediate results. You don't have to destroy Leaden Key, everything falls apart eventually. If you didn't try at all, you'd be responsible for the harm the Leaden Key continues doing.
I suppose that's true. It's an intimidating thought, but a heartening one too. Perhaps it was naive to think I could dismantle a 2,000-year-old organization in a single lifetime. But it's worth it to try.
A little smile brightens his features. That's the spirit.
The strange thing is, This whole ordeal has given me some sympathy for Thaos. Not that I condone his actions, of course.
He quickly clears his throat.
But I can't imagine he thought he'd destroy an entire generation either. Well, not in the beginning, anyway.
He clasps his hands and presses his lips together, trying to formulate a thought. When he opens his mouth again, he speaks as if he's choosing his words carefully.
What I mean to say is, he thought he was doing the right thing. Even at the end.
Probably can't do worse than Widewind's Legacy Oof as a harsh option. Perhaps so.
At any rate, it will be a relief to move forward. It was always too comfortable to leave the hard decisions to others. To simply follow along.
He cocks his head in reflection and inclines it towards you.
I only wonder now what sort of decision you'll have to make when we finally confront Aethys.
We'll find out when we reach him, no point in guessing.
A reasonable point.
I'm a reasonable barbarian.
Thank you. This has lifted a great burden from my shoulders.
Now I want to talk to you about something else.
Yes?
That's all. Alright, so we took care of Aloth's deal. If you decline Aloth's request to join you at the start of the game, you will find him here, dead, trying to investigate this got him killed. Damn. That's actually a cool outcome. Well, I mean, it sucks he dies, but it's neat that something as simple as just not taking him ends up with him being here. That would be a surprise, too. If you weren't expecting it. Excuse me. Alright, so that's done. So I can either go to Mogren's Teeth, which I might as well do now, because it's near where I'm at. And then I'll just have to remember to go back to Harbinger's Watch the next time I'm in the south somewhere. I still can't believe I didn't turn those quests in. I thought I talked to everybody after I finished that up. I guess not. Can I turn into the queen? Just give me 5 minutes to get some change of clothes here. No, I'm just kidding. I actually did it already. I went and turned it in and then came back here. Take a lift to the ground. Because I totally forgot about investigating Leaden Key while I was here. Yeah, that got taken care of, and I think that was all I did. I did notice that there were 3 ways in there to kill various members of the Wahaki. Like, you could kill the queen. There's a really neat ring you can get. Okay, we can do that. I like treasure. And we'll all enjoy a she shanty on the way. Yeah, there were ways to kill people there, and I'm guessing that was in case I wanted to not ally with them. It was funny because I walked into the area where the queen was, and there was like that brazier, and it was like, place bomb here. I was like, why the hell would I want to do that? If you agree to help the slavers in Crooksburg, your mission is to go to the Wahaki and kill their leaders, and you can either just slaughter all of them or do it sneakily. So you kind of can play an evil character in this game. There's no real evil companions, but you yourself, you can be just a real nasty person. Where are you at, Harbinger Watch? Down more. You hear two crew members arguing on the deck. If you guys are arguing about fish again, I'm throwing you both overboard. That's exactly what it is. Won't risk crew's health, and... You can straight out end the world at the end of the game if you want. Damn. So if they ever make a PoE 3, I guess you can't continue from that ending then. Yeah, I might have to do an evil run at some point. It seems like if you do an evil run, I would probably have to give myself, what the heck's wrong with my, hold up. Alright, never mind. There's something weird going on there for a second. Seems like I would almost have to give myself mercenaries to do it. Because otherwise I see my party completely complaining every time I did something, because everybody that joins you is pretty much like a nice person for the most part. Really destroying the whole world, everyone dies, no one is reborn. Damn. That's some grim stuff.
Thayan Heimcomer, Duskspeaker.
Gazoon tight.
Was there something else you wanted to know?
I found your sister.
You did? Where is she? Is she alive?
She's actually been dead for a few months because I forgot to come back and tell you about it. I'm sorry she's not.
I always knew that was a possibility. But to have hope shattered... What became of her?
I killed her. No, I'm just kidding. She attempted to transfer her soul into a construct. She failed.
I guess I understand. Thank you for finding her, even if...
Only Seraphim is guaranteed to leave you, you think, if you go on an evil path. Yeah, I can see him having a problem with helping slavers, basically. I mean, you could technically do it in degrees, too. Like, you could be evil in a lot of ways, but still maybe be anti-slavery or something like that. See, it's funny, too, because you would think Zodi would be like, nope, I'm out. Actually, a deer, too. Eyes glistening, she shakes her head and turns away. Okay, quest updated. Is it completed? There we go. Alright, now we need to find... Who the hell? Navardir. Whoa. The hell was that? Don't think Zodi or a deer minds that much because both the Deerwood and Raceren understand the concept of indentured servitude or the like. They don't like it, but they don't mind it. Guys behind the tavern. Oh, okay. I forgot this building was over here. Guess because I almost never go back this way. Ah. Hi, how's it going?
You return! Is it too much to hope that you do so bearing fluid from a rhyme construct?
Here you are.
Fantastic! I can mix it into the first batch immediately.
Not so fast. Recoiling, he drops his hand to his side.
What?
I can't give this to you. It's ridiculously toxic. Or wait. I'll hand it over, but you should notice it's highly toxic.
Is it? Well, hardly surprising. All things end. What matter if some sooner than others?
He accepts the flask.
Fackelautur. Excuse me, I must add this immediately. Here, drink deeply. To the beast of winter.
This is, certainly something. Spicy, yet sweet. Oh, it's, the colors. Sweet oblivion, Ivar dear. I think you've got something here. Is it... I feel a bit as if I'm in a long ship on a mad sea. Ah, gods!
Way to go, guy.
Not entirely unexpected. Still, he seemed to enjoy it. For a time.
On it.
Oh, ashes to ashes, buddy.
Developed a taste for our drink, have you? I'll oblige it. For coin or trade. Is there aught you require?
Your beer killed that harbinger.
Indeed. Rimergand has called him into oblivion. Far worse ways to go, if I do say so.
Maybe you should take a swig of it yourself.
No. Rimergand marks our endings. I would never hazard begrudging him the choice.
Never mind.
Welcome back, brother. Is there aught you require? The world's end may be nigh, but until then, I furnish what you seek.
Yeah, he's not selling one either. Maybe I had to go about it a different way. Like maybe if I didn't hand it over to him. But then again, I don't know why he would give me something if I didn't give him what he wanted in the first place, you know? Or maybe there's some kind of a stat check I needed there that I didn't have. It's the part where you asked for payment. No. Maybe that's it. Hold up. This one should be good, I think.
You returned. Is it too much to hope that
Here you are.
fantastic? I can mix it.
Not so fast.
What?
We haven't discussed the matter of payment.
Oh, of course. I'd be willing to offer this magical ring I found in the temple in trade.
Here we go.
Or if you prefer coin, I can offer 4,000 copper pyres.
I'll take the ring.
Fine. Here, take it. Now, hand over the fluid.
Finality's claim. Alright, here.
Fackelautur. Excuse me, I must add this immediately. Here, lad. Drink deeply. To the beast of winter.
This is, certainly something. Spicy, yet sweet. Oh, it's, the colors. Sweet oblivion, Ivar dear. I think you've got something here. Is it... I feel a bit as if I'm in a long ship on a mad sea. Ah, gods!
Not entirely unexpected. Still, he seemed to enjoy it. For a time.
I just like how nonchalant he is about
Developed
that.
a taste for out. Is there aught you require? Indeed. Rimergand.
Alright, let's see this ring. Finality's claim. The deeper one stares into his seductively shining depths of this ring. The more it pulls at their very being, like tendrils tugging at the wearer's soul. Hours may slip past as one stares into its recesses. Even after pulling away, the world seems darker, seems to hunger for void shards. 25% chance to reflect against acid, disease, frost, and wind. Combine. Finale's claim has been improved and added to the stash. Grants time dilation 3. Combat only. -7 action speed. While engaged, everyone around the wearer is slowed. Everyone around the wearer is slowed by an even greater amount. So that's everybody as in the party and foes? I'm keeping that ring. How much is Gon's pledge heal? 5.4 health. Ooh, here you go. Take Gon's pledge. You can have a ring there.
Does it bring out the color of my eyes?
Ooh. Think Liquid's ready for level 20. Level him up as soon as he gets down here. Tier 2 for that matter. Level 20. And what am I going to give you? Driving Roar. Blood Surge. Each time the barbarian kills an enemy, they have a chance to gain rage. Enemies are also pushed and take crush damage. Let's give you Blood Surge. And give you a stock. Max level. We've done it. And a deer. Inspired Strike. After the strike, receive the acute and swift inspirations temporarily. Unrelenting. When the fighter rises, he or she regains discipline. Fighters and power attacks gain bonus crit. I think I was going to give you that. Party order's messed up. Alright. Give you Battle Axe. Why not? Alright. A deer.
You sure?
Yeah, Aloth, you're way too close to the front there, buddy. Sodi, move up. I'll put you back there because you have better defense than Takehu. Alright. Time to head to Mogren's Teeth, indeed. And I've got about an hour and a half here, so we got some time. That's good. Let's make some progress. Ash and Moss up that way. Tikawara. We'll come up this way and then make our way north and clear up that part of the map while we're at it. Ooh, who are you? Trading company. Yeah, there should be a bounty up here too, I think. remember something being up by Mogren's teeth. I swear it was a bounty. This is where I'm... No, not here. This way. Thank you, Dark Fury. That sounds foreboding. I think I'll probably be alright because I am hella over-leveled, I think. You find 2 of your crew members playing a game in a hold. Oh, this again. Oh, hi, Hema. Let's do this. Oh, 2 points. I'm scared. Let's go for the nose. Okay, I'll take an eye. Let's go for the nose. Wow, I can't hit anything. Well, I can hit things, but not what I'm aiming for. I win. I'll take your money, Hema. Thank you. 2 in a row. Not the queen you used to be at that game. Plagued ship. On the horizon, a ship comes into view. Its sails furled, the ship lists upon the water. Plague ship, or the mad cries out from the fore, finger jabbing skyward, indicating a green flag billowing lazily in the breeze on the ship's main mast. Naya strains at the railing to see the ship. Are we going in, Captain? It could be they have something worth trading for. Yeah, and it could be we all end up with the pox, or the mad mutters. Even without a spyglass, you can SB a few living crew moving about above deck. Wonder if this is like the other one we had. We had another plague ship before. Pull alongside. Crew guides your ship next to the plague vessel. The deckhands captain appears shocked and apprehensive. Hylia's mercy, the captain blurts out, his voice raspy. I didn't think anyone would come to our aid. The deckhand stands tall, but their unsteady posture betrays the sickness that seems to have afflicted them all. What are your people afflicted by? Some of my sailors have taken up the gut rot. Ugh. We know it isn't fatal on its own, but we can't sail while they're barely standing. The captain surveys the sick crew with sympathetic eyes. Not safely, anyway. The aid we can give is limitless. We don't have the supplies for treatment. Fatigued crew of the plague ship slumps dejectedly. The captain hangs his head but nods. I understand. He mutters words heavy with disappointment and frustration. There's nothing we can do here then. That's the same thing that happened last time. Ooh, who are you? You're nobody. Mogren's teeth. Somebody just leveled. Damn it. Solution times 3. Helping the crew requires a non-wilder surgeon. No rank required. -5 medicine. It will give you -5 morale. And random item, assuming you accept it. In any case, you will get 180 experience and 2 sailor experience. Can also contract the plague. Does that go away after a while? Is it just like having an injury for your crew or something? You hear a knock at the door to your quarters. There's another plague ship. An unexpectedly cold wind blows across the deck of the ship, and even after several hours has not abated. Eld Engrum sheepishly knocks on your cabin door. He enters. His skin is pale, his brow dotted with beads of sweat. Begging your pardon. Oh, okay, we've done this before. Explain the science. And this is going to be the same kind of plague ship. Let's see. No, this is different. A flare arcs into the sky from the horizon before bursting into a reddish cloud that slowly breaks apart. Plague ship captain. It looks like the Rautine junk is signaling for assistance. Or the Mad and Tuliak Longfrost exchange nervous glances. Or the Mad frowns. As far from the shipping lanes, it could be a trap. They might have fancy equipment, Captain. Nia chimes in, just a thought. Even without a spyglass, you can SB a few living crew moving about. Pull alongside. As your crew guides your ship next to the afflicted craft, the captain stumbles over. A spear of bright white bone obtrudes from the side of her neck. Gods, she rasps, you here to help? You look down and see the joints of her wrists and ankles are wreathed with similar eruptions, the skin around her wounds red and weeping. Only one other deckhand gets to his feet. His throat is almost entirely enclosed by a necklace of bone spears pushing through his skin. We can trade if you can. We've got a pair of enchanted gloves, supple and quick. He leans heavily against the mast. His breath comes shallow and fast through strange bone grows. Oh, I read that literally for a second. I thought they had, like, bone spears, like they got speared. Captain frowns. Thank you, Uroko. I know what those mean to you. The mate dips his chin. An heirloom's not worth much to a corpse. What are you afflicted by? I'm curious. It's Rimban Sejud, Captain says, her raspy voice quivering with fear. The bone frost. It's already claimed the lives of half my sailors, and I worry we won't be able to treat the rest. Sorry, buddy. A lot of things in the water around here. Repair supplies. Crystal Desert. I wonder if this is a bounty. It's a fight here. It's... oh shit. Uh-oh. I hope I can back out. What in the hell? What are you even called? Belranga. Okay, yeah, you, bye. Yikes. And it still had red skulls. I'm gonna try the mega bosses at some point. I'm not gonna worry if I don't kill them. I'm not gonna obsess over it, but sometimes before I finish this game, I'm gonna try to take them out. Just to see if I can. Just to see how bad they are. Shipwreck. Imperial long gun. Cannon. Water. And that's all. That thing was still... yeah, that's what I'm saying. There was one thing I killed that had red skulls, though. It was a construct. I don't remember when in the hell where I fought him at, but I remember I fought something that had red skulls in one fight. I managed to kill it fairly easily. It was a construct. Old battleground. Let's take a look at that. I guess I gotta go through the Sunscorched Valley. Let's go over here first. Ale. Alright, what's here then? The blank sand stretched toward the thin line of the sea on the horizon, broken on occasion by jagged stone spires that jut from the earth. You notice movement along a jumbled group of rocks ahead. A group of Aetin are lounging among the stone pillars. One of the two-headed beasts drowses, his eyes closed, his chin drooping against his wiry-haired chest. Second sits upright in the sun, covering its legs in sand. It passes sand, packing it with its heavy palm. Though it seems engrossed in its efforts, you suspect that his 4 eyes provided excellent peripheral vision. Third beast scratches his back with a broom, yawning with one cavernous mouth as the other snores quietly. You don't see any other Aetin, but there could be others lurking among the stone spires. Observe them. Yeah. Third Aetin's waking head glowers at its dozing head and slaps it with a broom. With a snort, the second head blinks to wakefulness and growls. Aetin's free hand slaps the first head. 2 heads growl at one another, but from this distance, you can't make out exactly what they're saying. Continue watching. The Aetin in the sand laughs at the Aetin with the broom, pointing at it with a thick finger. The latter climbs to his feet and trudges over to the Aetin sitting in the sand, who only laughs harder. The Aetin with the broom growls down at the Aetin in the sand, and then begins sweeping the sand off its legs, inducing a yelp of rage. I gotta keep watching this. The growls of the 2 Aetin grow louder, waking a third Aetin. As it blinks sleep from its eyes, those beady orbs alight directly on you. With an enraged howl, it struggles to his feet. The other Aetin turn their attention to you. Food, they roar in unison. The creatures stomp towards you. You guys should have kept fighting each other. You guys are not giant spiders. And you guys also don't like being paralyzed, if I remember correctly. Alright, let's see. Devotions for the faithful. Let's drop a paralyze on you. KO, I keep forgetting what the heck it is you can do. Avenging Storm. Generate entropy, that's for 1 target. Wall of Frost, I'm not going to use that. Let's summon a Lashing Vine. Alright, you back up. Let's find out what the missile salvo does. I'll have to use it up here though, because it's gonna hit that tentacle if I don't.
That's it.
Took out one of them. Let's do a watery double.
Take him down.
Yes.
Okay, watery double, I guess, just does its own thing. Just keep boosting people. Guys, look like you're gonna be going out fairly easily. Why don't you take a nap? Ow.
Let's go.
Ow.
That dog won't hunt.
Gived every single one of them.
How may I help?
I've got it.
No trouble at all.
Alright, let's get out of here. Old battleground. Search. Binding web scroll. Ring of minor protection, and that's all. So we got everything else around here. Alright, Crystal Desert. I can't go past there. You're being pursued. Kratunos. Alright, buddy. There's more. Get back on that island and travel north. Okay, I can do that. Let me take care of our new friend here. What the hell? Fire giants? How in the hell does that boat even support you? Alright, we can take care of you. Oh, you weren't supposed to jump. Nimble giants at that. Okay, Aloth. Let's launch a paralyze right there. Symbol of Aethys. Let's do that.
I'm not sure I can.
Yeah, you can. Sure, try it. It's fun. Missile salvo right there. Looks safe. Liquid, you're in the way, kinda. I guess I can go right there. Wow, you guys are going out fairly quick. Man. Triumph of the Grissunder. Blackwood ship. Oh, so it supports it better. Alright, let's go back up here. Ooh. Man, I got a lot of friends up here that want to do some stuff. I think there's even less of you than there was on the last ship, plus your lower level. Alright, Adir up the middle. Liquid up the middle. Sodi, do the same thing you did last time. Tkehu. Go after this guy. Aloth. Aloth, Mr. Salvo. Holy crap, that spell is brutal. You had a friend with you. I guess he disappeared or I took him out at the same time. I don't know, but they're not there now. Alright. Oh, okay, here we go. Cobus Fang. Before you rises a steep mountainside. Rubble and scrub brush block your path, but boulders and areas of erosion might also provide you with ample handholds. Scale. You begin an arduous climb up the side of the mountain. Soon you come across a small flat ledge on the mountainside. You pull yourself over the edge. A Naga in colorful regalia stands on the ledge, arms raised over a dilapidated totem. The Naga catches sight of you, rears back, letting out a long, high-pitched hiss. Well, it looks like I'm going to be fighting this guy either way. So, why not throw an explosive at the totem first? Aloth, you're our explosives expert, oddly enough. Aloth lights the explosive and chucks it overhand at the totem. Its detonation scatters pieces of the totem across the landing. The Naga shaman emerges from the smoke unscathed, his beady eyes trained on Aloth. A high-pitched screech echoes across the mountainside. Failure. What did you fail at, Sodi? Sodi, stop failing. A horde of bats bursts from small holes in the mountainside. Sodi fails to duck in time and takes the bats head on. Sodi tumbles to the ground, lands hard on a pile of jagged rocks. Well, she did like a double Durance there. The Naga begins to chant in a deep, lisping voice. Screeching bats with smoldering wings swarm in a cloud over your head, then descend upon you. It's just bats, it shouldn't be bad. Ooh, and you got fire elementals. And I'm surrounded. Alright, let's see. A deer? You're gonna run up and just go headlong against all of these things by yourself for the moment. Liquid, you're gonna come down here and make sure everybody's okay with these bats. Hurrah, yeah, exactly. Champion's boon on a deer just in case. I don't know what I'm dealing with here. No, not that. I want to use something. Screw it, because Liquid's gonna run down there anyway. Let's use Relentless Storm. And Aloth. Throw a Chaotic Bolt at the Flame Bite, because there's a lot of enemies up there. Liquid, you totally did not do what I wanted you to do, but it's probably because you can't get past anybody. That's alright. Totally did not do this. I don't know why.
Not exactly my area of expertise.
Are you not close enough? Why do I keep selecting Sodi by mistake? Oh, that's why, because I'm controlling Zodi instead of... Jesus, I'm an idiot. Okay. Let's do... a summon right here. Let's hit a Blast of Frost this way before she gets that off.
This is futile!
There you go, Liquid. Alright, Aloth. Throw some lightning. Sodi. That does burn damage, I'm not gonna mess with that. Spark the seal in case anybody gets close. Alright, one's dead. Cool beans. Ooh, wait a minute. Nature's Mark, I believe, heals. No, it doesn't. I'm thinking of something else entirely. Here, use Autumn's Decay. Ouch. Let's go. Here, you two help out down here. We gotta get rid of this guy. Oh no, not that bad. Sodi, you're level 20. How's it feel to be in the club? What was I going to give you? Was it Hand of Bareth? I think it was. Yeah, Hand of Bareth. Let's give you Warbow since I think you're using one. Batwing. Batwing.
I hear you.
Primal Flame. Reptilian Blood, some stuff. Sungrazer, Flail one-handed. 10% of graze is converted to hits. Superb. Plus 15 damage dealt is burn. -1 crush armor rating on critical hit. It's not bad. Extinction event. Killing an enemy with a critical launches a burn AoE on everybody. Impacting. Stunned for 2 seconds on a critical hit. 5% chance to launch a burn AoE on hit or crit. 10% chance to recover instantly on scoring hit. I'm gonna stash that for the moment. That might end up on someone like Constantine when he ends up in my party. Because he'll be in eventually. Mountain rises above you, so tall it seems to pierce the sky. Climb the mountain. You heave yourself onto the landing. A cave yawns before you. Great clouds of oily black smoke roll like exhaled breaths from the cave mouth. Enter the cave. You wade through the smoke, your eyes steaming and lungs burning, and make your way into the cave. I wonder what's inside of here. Probably a freaking dragon. Which is totally going to go against my stream title. Flame Naga Marauder. This looks like a place where there's going to be archers. A deer, go trigger that guy to come down here, bait him out. Actually, you probably are immune to fire, aren't you?
Looks like
Come and get it. Oh dear, get back here. Just in case I was right, there's archers on the walkway. You're not gonna fool me, I'm a veteran. Alright. No, you regenerate from fire. Aloth. Shock him. Sodi. Vocious for Faithful.
It makes no difference.
Get back to KO. Let's throw a... Not gonna do a wind yet. Not gonna do a noxious burst. Let's do a death ray. Actually, wait a minute. Is death ray gonna hit my people? Target plus foe beam. Yeah, it is. Here, necrotic lance is always a good choice.
Bump on a pickle.
Bump on a pickle.
This does not work.
Let's go with a watery double.
That's it.
Alright, you three go help Liquid. Liquid won't last as long as a deer.
This does not work.
It's easy enough. Okay, now stop everything we're doing so we don't trigger a trap.
Right.
Save it. It's Kehu, we're gonna level you up. You're on 18. Let's see. You got 1 point. We'll give you... Can't give you fire stacks. It's invalid. I guess I'll give you, let's give you Great Soul. Alright, a deer. Put that mechanics to good use. Let's get this one too.
Good thinking.
Alright, let's take the high ground.
Yeah?
There's a body up there. There's a trap under the fire. That also looks like a big room. Alright, everybody. Just be careful about this. Could be a trap, you say. Archer Uvala. Alright, back up. They absorb fire, so Holy Flame, there's no point. I might as well just take them.
Hey, yeah, right away.
Hi, I'm a deer. Why don't you come down here and get me? Come and get it. If I'd been real smart, I could have had Zodi right up here and Aloth up here with Kehu and just rained hell down on him. In fact, you know what? Aloth and Zodi take a powder up here. Kehu run up here.
Take him down. That's right. No good.
No, 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 don't run down. You can hit him from there, can't you? Perfect. Okay, apparently you can't. There you go, that's better. Alright. Let's help. Oh, boiling spray is gonna heal him, probably. Never mind. Never mind. Astrop Blizzard. Custom missiles.
That dog won't hunt.
Lava.
Worth and rock.
Yeah, there's a elephant. Let's go.
Okay, don't go any further. Back up. There we go. Now run forward. Yeah, you guys stand right there. Oh, that happens around you. Okay, don't use that then. Here, use Hannah Bareth on Uvala. They'll be walking right into that. I better not do that. Entropy on Uvala. Chill fog right there.
Take him down.
Oh, no, 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 don't run into that. Oh, this is gonna be overkill. This is gonna be hella overkill.
It makes no difference. Kara, it is no problem.
Alright, let's take all your loot. You won't be needing it anymore. Hi, what's your story? Mogren's Favor, Battle Axe, one-handed, legendary. This is gonna be nice, isn't it? Dear, take a look at that. Battle Axe, one-handed, legendary, 2334. Burning Lash plus 15% damage to burn, plus 2 all fire power levels. Oops. Gives bonuses to all fire spells. Aloth, how do you feel about holding on to an axe? Actually, who else uses fire? Pelagina. But Aloth uses it more. Plus 15% of burn damage dealt by Mogren's Favor heals the wielder. Kills with Mogren's Favor grants 5% damage as burn and 5% action speed. Kills with Mogren's Favor deal burn damage to nearby enemies. 6 burn damage per 1 second for 4 seconds to target on scoring crit. Let's give you that. And let's give you 15% burn damage heals the wielder. continue. Aloth, you're gonna hold on to this. I just need to remember to equip it on you when you're actually gonna use some fire spells in a desperate situation. Heat radiates from a statue in scorching waves. Actually, Zodi, of all people, uses some fire too, come to think of it. Storm of Holy Fire, that cleansing flame, I think is called, she uses. There's an egg by the statue. No, I must have missed it. Darn it. A lot of snakes. Aisle. Let's go back in. Climb. Enter. Forgot this too. Oh, okay, I see the egg. Yeah, I missed it because of the color of the room. Flame Naga hatchling. Oh, I get it. Flame Naga following me around. Hi, Jaws. How's it going? During moments of rest, it curls about your ankle like a sleepy vine and licks the salt sweat from your armor. Well, that's kind of it. Gain bonus burn armor. And everyone in your party gains bonus accuracy with fire attacks. I'm gonna call him Snaky. You have anything you'd like to say today, Jaws? No. Say hi. Do you want to sing a sea shanty? No? Okay. Alright, that was Cahopa's Fang. This is the passage. Oh, you're coming for me. Audrix, the wizard. Jaws, why don't you bring Octopus over here and I'll throw it. Okay, let's do entropy on him. Liquid, do what you're gonna do. Same way I've been handling this. Paralyze right there. Sodi, do what you're doing. Okay, now Devotions of the Faithful right there. Aloth, did you paralyze? Yes, you did. Nobody's moving. Missile salvo. Just brutal, that spell. on, I'm gonna level those guys. Oh, you want some too? Rhetorics. A lot of these guys running around. Alright, go get him a deer. Kehu, do your usual. Sodi, do your usual. Aloth, do your usual. Aloth, do your other usual. Liquid. No, Liquid, get out. Get out, get out. Aloth, he had missile salvo. He stopped for some reason. No matter. Who turned into a werewolf? Facina. Alright, anybody else around here would like to die? Well, there's the Ashen Maw. What's Urnox breathe in? Urnox breathe in. He must be a bounty.
I shall.
Looks like trouble.
Are you guys about as strong as the guys on the boat were? Because if so, you guys are going to have a real big problem in a second.
This does not work.
I did not con this spell speak.
Alright, change of plans. Get those two, Aloth. To Kehu. Water. Sodi. Devotions of the Faithful.
I'm not sure I can.
Take them down. This does not work.
That's it.
Jesus. You guys call yourselves fire giants. I fought tougher slimes. 2 max discipline. Actually, I already have some of them. Bronthar's phalanx. Stand guard. Grants deflection as health increase or decreases. Grants stand guard. Unable to move when under 25% health. Jaws, that was a very funny sound you just made. Grants tactical. Self when engaged by an attacker. Grants a smart inspiration when engaged in combat for the first time. We'll hold on to that. Take that. Take that. Anybody else here got something? No.
Good thinking.
That's easy. Don't you bring a toy over, buddy. Looks like it's a nice day out. You're gonna like playing later. Oop, oop, look. We got the mouse moving. Hold on. Go play with Rigger for a little bit. I'll head back to Yashima in a second. I'm just checking out the surrounding area a bit. Hell, I might as well go back. I have a feeling this is going to stretch all the way over there. Playing a game. You guys, I'd love to do this. Maybe next time. Alright, Ash and Maw, here we go. Thick smoke, black as death, plumes from the peak of a rumbling volcano, the largest in a chain of mountains that makes up Magran's Teeth. A serrated fissure gapes in the mountainside, deep and dark but intermittently lit by a red-hot glow. The cavernous opening is too narrow for the riptide to sail through. The skiff sways tumultuously in the superheated water the closer you row to the cave's cracked opening. Lava burbles down the mountainside, scorching rivers that disappear into the dark blue sea. Inside the rock face, the sound of churning magma grows louder and the air warms around you, beating sweat along your brow. Alright, gotta reach the lower bridge, apparently.
This where Gone stormed through? At least the docks are still intact.
Will do.
Though ashen, the skin of this dead giant remains hot to the touch. Explore everything before you go here. Because when you finish this area, we'll be instantly transported back to Nekataka. So I need to check everything in this area I'm in, you mean? Before I finish it. Is that what you're saying? You'll be instantly transported back to Nekataka. You mean the ocean? Oh, so I should leave here and go and check out everything out in the ocean then. Okay, gotcha. I can do that. I don't think there was all that much left. Alright, so let's continue down this way then. Got this stuff over here. I'm guessing I can't get in here. Oh wait, can I get in here? Oh, I can get in here. Alright, let's check this southern area first. Barunga, I'm looking for you. You're a bounty. Shit. 13th level druid. Don't go in there. There is a huge storm in front. If you pass the storm, you end the game. Ooh, okay. So stay out of that northern corner then. Man, Pelagina just jumps right into the middle of 4 people, like, hi. Actually, move over here. Now do that. Aloth paralyze everybody. And, Sodi. Get everybody healed up. Holy crap.
Let's go.
Jesus. That was just an absolute massacre. Take. An island. It's the Wenura Cleft, an isolated beach. Alright, let's hit the beach first, I guess. Save it. As you make your way along the road, you notice the lights dimming as if a shadow has fallen over you. You glance around, unsure of where it's coming from. The air feels thick, pregnant with unseen energy. The road ahead looks clear, but you've been deceived by appearances before. I don't detect anything resembling conventional Kith magic. I would advise caution. Aloth flutters his fingers over his grimoire, eyes scanning your surroundings. Investigate surroundings. Oh, Sodius is clearly you. A large stone stands just off the road, and your head swims as you approach it. Behind it, you locate an unusual collection of bones and sticks. A small, wilder totem that glows balefully, its power disturbing the essence around it. Scout for whatever left the totem. You creep forward, drawing the weapon. I probably should have destroyed that totem. That was stupid of me. I didn't know it was going to skip into a fight there.
Captain, a word?
You're picking an odd time to have a word, but okay. What's on your mind?
You came to the Deadfire for your own reasons. The problems of others, they must be noisy obstacles by comparison. We both know the burden of being looked to as a source of hope. What say?
It's not that bothersome.
Oh no? You have not been the savior of an archipelago as long as some of us.
Letting out a sigh and planting his hands on his hips, Takehu grins with deep satisfaction. He locks his eyes with yours and makes no move to break the contact. You look like you want to get something off your chest.
Ikera, just so.
You're hitting on me, aren't you?
All the powers of the Deadfire have their eyes on the Watcher of Cadnua. Tell me, is the Watcher watching anyone?
I am, actually. He tips his head coyly to the side, letting his hair drip down with a moist squish. I always feel bad turning people down. I'm not looking for any... The fish be thirsty, yeah. I'm not looking for any sort of complications.
Ikera, I forgive this reckless fish for testing the waters. I will bother you no more.
It's all good. We can still play cards and stuff. Struggling, he opens his palms by his sides, a smile uninterrupted, in every way unconcerned. Well, at least he's cool with it.
What say, Captain?
Let's be off. See, Zodi, that's what happens when you like somebody. You have a talk with them about things, and, like, the romance proceeds, you know? That's how that works, Zodi. Perhaps you should try it at some point. Leningrass reflection. It's just around the caster, though. Petrification. There's a chance that could kill somebody that's near death. I wonder if it would work on, like, a boss, perhaps. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Let's give you a quarterstaff because you're a wizard. Wizards like quarterstaffs. What is that? Oh, that's that totem. Okay. Well, while we're just sitting here, Aloth. Toast that totem. Uh-oh. Oh, where are you going? You guys sit still for a moment.
Of course. Trouble up ahead.
Here, back up. Ass crit. Zodi, why don't you go melee? Liquid, why don't you come back and help with him since you're just cutting through everything like nothing? And Intir, why don't you go after them? Okay, you switch back to your bow. Excuse me.
Happy to oblige.
That was easy enough.
Uh-huh.
So it's just a random encounter. I don't think anybody there had a name. Excuse me. Excuse me again. Alright, Abandoned Village. Colonial outpost before you is silent as a cliff. Though this building appears to be in fine repair, you don't see a single living soul among them. In the town square, you find a sign posted beside the remains of charred bodies. It warns of disease. Boots of the White. +2 freeze armor rating, +1 resolve, resistance to dexterity afflictions. Found something somewhat unique. Fire kelp. TK, you have boots, don't you? You don't. Would you like some boots to the white? When Nurek left. The jungle grows increasingly dense as you travel east. Shade provided by the canopy above does little to mitigate the heat. Moisture and a perpetual choir of insects thickens the air. The path rises to a sharp incline and your legs ache as you ascend. Slowly the jungle thins and you find yourself atop a long ridge. Before you spreads a yawning chasm. It stretches from the mountains in the north towards the sea to the south, and you can't make it out the bottom for the darkness. Curiously, a rope spans the divide. Examine a rope. It's a 3-strand twisted rope, much like those purveyed by any number of merchants across Aora. It seems surprisingly clean and unworn, easily strong enough to bear the weight of the heaviest kith. Craftsmanship is likely richer, perhaps Deerwooden or Valian. The divide is vast. The crossing would be strenuous and a fall fatal. Search the surrounding area. There's nothing overtly suspicious. Certainly no sign of traps. Recent footprints crowd the rocks and rope is anchored to, though. The rope is anchored to, though. Kith and Ogre both. Several sets, it looks like. Take advantage of the rope. Of the view. From the top of the cliff, you can look back over the western expanse of the island. Deadfire shimmers blue towards the horizon. The islands of Kua-o-Rikuhu, which is visible to the south. You can even make out the riptide anchored in distance. It's as if the entire eastern side of the island was forced up out of the ground, or perhaps the western half sank into the sea. To the northeast, a thin line of smoke rises from the jungle. I don't suppose you know what this place is. Takeu. I say we stand before the Renurik Cleft, a sacred place good for meditation and long hikes. Takeu peers over the edge. He promptly steps back and shivers. What do you have to say, Aloth? No idea. Sure, it's a good place to test a rope. Okay, let's cross. The rope creaks as you grab hold and shimmy out onto it. Alright, who's gonna screw this up? I'm taking a bet on Sodi. You pull yourself across hand by hand until you hang suspended over the gorge. Your muscles tingle and your hands burn, and you've got further left to go than you've already crossed. Keep going. You continue across the gorge, your sweat dripping into the abyss below you. At last you reach the safety of the far side. Okay, I guess this was just a liquid thing. Beyond the canyon, the jungle opens up into a broad field interspersed with huge, fruit-dotted trees. The jungle continues towards the mountains to the north, but to the southeast, the Deadfire is visible above a sharp decline towards the shore. Oh, what draws your eyes, however, is the sight that rises before you. One of the trees, blackened and blistered by flame, hosts a number of Amawa-sized corpses suspended by the neck. You see that, right, Watcher? I'm not caught in another nightmare, am I? Sodi's eyes track from corpse to corpse and a wind steals across her face. Hey, I'm not dreaming this, right? Look, if I wanted to see this kind of thing, I'd have stayed home. A deer, his mouth firm, and diverts his attention to the ground nearby. Nearby movement and voices grab your attention. You see, of all people, 4 members of your crew standing around the base of the tree. We should bury them, is what they'd want and what the gods demand, Eldengrim growls. Sure, coin counter Foldis answers right after we finish going through their pockets. They don't have pockets, Shield Sister Dahlia says, strictly speaking. Venizi frowns up at the tree. Is anyone else worried about who did this? It clearly wasn't Beast or Kith. You're suggesting an ogre wouldn't you're suggesting an ogre wouldn't hang a bunch of corpses? Coin counter Foldis asks. Because these look like ogre prints to me. Eyes wide, Eldengrim snaps to attention. Captain. What are you doing out here? How'd you even get here before I did? Coin counter Foldis coughs. We were out gathering supplies for Riptide, Captain, just as we always do when we're dock. The hand points at the tree, and it seemed worth investigating. Find anything interesting? No, wait. Those aren't supplies or corpses. Cut them down and give them a proper burial. Eldengrim smiles and salutes. Of course, Captain. See to it right away. They draw knives and make their way towards the tree. Takeu's lips curve into an approving smirk. A few minutes later, Venizi approaches you. Excuse me, Captain. Thought you might want to see these. They look special. Sailor presents a pair of Huana shoes. They're a little sooty, but otherwise no worse for wear. Footprints of Ahutaka. +1 cast with level 2 priest spell, Zodi. +2 dexterity, +10 healing done, Zodi. You move towards a tree. Vultures perched among its branches peer down at you like judges presiding over a court. Search the area. Frowning, Aloth waves you over and points out a few oddities. While the clothing Nizamawa wear resembles that of the Huana, they favor hides and leathers over cloth and shell. Some were stabbed before they were hanged, bearing wounds consistent with daggers or swords. A few had their throats slit. A few have burn marks. The tree was clearly burned before they were killed. Search for the presence of spirits. You see the spirits at the edge of your vision almost without trying. When you open yourself up to their presence, they wash over you, a torrential rush of blistering pain and icy fear. Foreign kith jostle you with shoulder and elbow, prod you with blade and spear. Their armor, too heavy for the Deadfire, shines in the firelight as if they were virtuous. You spit. No, there's no virtue in these godless raiders. They killed the young druid. They broke the elder's staffs and stole the doctor's herbs. Now they burn Amira's tree. Oh, okay, that's another name for Halia. Will it ever again host every color known to God or kith against the perfect azure dome of the sky? You pray it will. You pray to Amira, to Nagati, to Rikuhu, Kopa, and Tangaloa both, and to the faces of Toam Owahi. What more can these foreigners take from you, you wonder as they cut lengths of rope. The vision ends abruptly, washing away like water over the side of the ship deck. Want to put that lamp of yours to use, Zodi? With a solemn nod, the Dawn Star raises her lantern. A harsh swing, then the light from inside bursts like a dying star as she reaps the spirit of the lost. You cross the clearing, leaving the morbid tree behind, and re-enter the jungle. Alright, we're checking out this mountain. Collapsed coal mine. Maybe we'll find the people who did this. In the distance, you spy a mine set into the side of a hill, its entrance just barely peeking out from between the trees. Hike up to the mine. As you near the mine, a loud explosion rocks the ground. A flurry of terrified birds bursts from nearby trees, and a massive cloud of dust rockets out of the cave mouth. That's not good. Wonder if somebody had an accident. Gunpowder barrel.
Anybody mind if I...
Superb stuff.
Smoke?
Yeah, I don't smoke. What the hell?
We only needed the one barrel. One.
Maybe if you'd told me that before, we'd have a mine to go and loot.
You're the ass with the giant cannon. You should know how explosives work.
Friends, we have more than enough gunpowder to solve this problem.
Won't work.
Oh, now you know what to do with the black powder, sure.
Leave him be and grab a shovel, Achaia.
Take the shovel yourself. I'll keep the watch. Wasn't built for manual labor.
Don't you dare doze off like last time.
Huh. I was just about to say, man, that ogre should, like, take up singing or something. Oh, shit. Everybody hide, come this way. Quick. Aloth. I don't know if it's gonna work. I don't know where this lady's going, but... Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Beautiful. Beautiful. That could not have been better. Oh shit, everybody... Here, you guys come out of stealth. Go get this person. That was freaking beautiful.
I've got it.
Alright, you've got Ekka's arcane blaster. Fine rapier. Grimoire. Meh. Ekka's fine arcane blaster. Legendary. Might have to have Seraphim check this out later. Basic attack deals raw damage. Grants imbued ammunition. Supercharged arcane blasters magic bullets causing each shot to cause additional crush and corrode damage at the cost of reload speed. Fire Force. Frost. Bullet time. Yeah, that's gonna go to somebody. Just nobody in my party right now. Alright, I kind of want to sneak up on these people. There's a lot of gunpowder barrels right here.
Yeah. All right.
Is there anybody floating around up here, maybe? Or are you all just hanging out down here together now?
The shadow comes to muddy the light.
Nathrak. Che, Taro. None of you are by any explosives barrels. There's 3 of you and an Ursak guy. You're by yourself. You all are gonna sit here, it looks like. Okay. I wonder if I can time this properly. Aloth. Go right there. A deer stand kind of close.
Tell me. I shall be discreet.
Sodi. You two get out of the way for a moment.
I hear you.
No, not you. You two. Go hit this dude in the back. Okay, I think I did that way too late. So to get back. Quick, quick, quick. Close enough, run.
That's not very helpful.
Oh, shoot, Liquid. I wish I could get you out of there. I can.
Let's go.
Liquid and Nadir, get up here. Okay, Aloth, I think. Okay, you're paralyzed. Get out of there. Shit. You can't. The passage is too narrow. Damn it. Everybody get back. Reposition. I just... How about if I hurt you guys? Well, Nathrak's near death. guys coming after me now? Munrick somehow avoided all that. Alright, get this dude. These guys are not very strong. Just hit him, he's almost dead.
Naturally.
Hi, Nathrin. Didn't I just kill you, or were you a double? Is that all of you? Ring of Regeneration, 1 health restored per 6 seconds. Stash that for a moment. I think everybody's actually got rings at the moment. Yes, everybody has rings at the moment. Okay, that was fun. I quite enjoyed blowing everybody up with gunpowder barrels. That's probably one of my low-key favorite mechanics about this game. Gunpowder barrel traps. It would take a mining crew at least a month to clear this cave in.
You might.
Ooh, what's this?
Interesting. Oh, I shall.
Guys might want to move back a little bit further, just saying.
Yes?
Fun. Alright, so was that it in here? Looks like. Guessing those are the fellows that killed those people. That was satisfying. Twisted remains in a mine tracks glint deep in the darkness below. What was this? Furs are rank with the smell of mildew and unwashed bodies. Alright, I guess that's it here. Island name. Oh. Boom Island. Let's head up here. I'm gonna be stopping fairly soon, but I'm gonna take a few extra minutes. This Ruger got his pills slightly earlier, so I can afford a few extra minutes here. Let's see what's this way. You're nobody. Water. tail. Scroll of Binding Web. Scroll of Fan of Flames. Scroll of Winter Wind. Apparently I was a Wizard Tower. Shipwreck. Principe Colors. Prybar. Deerwood and Hognose. And that's all. It's still south of that ring, it looks like. What's this lagoon? Hohonu Lagoon. Ship crests a high wave before plunging into the next trough, shuddering down its length. Clinging to the rail, Beodul shouts orders from the aft castle as water rushes across the deck. Geordu, red-handed, points into the rough sea, something ahead in the water. A massive pale gray form appears briefly in the water ahead of you, disappearing with a flash of a flat-finned tail. What nonchalant name was that? Yodel shouts, identify it. Takehu, you're a water person. Takehu swears, a Kilutalik, see the horns? You've heard of such beasts, large coniferous whales known to punch holes through the sides of ships. We'll let the creature pass in peace. Jordu, red hand, his eyes meet yours. I'm not sure that's an option, Captain. As if on cue, the beast explodes from among the waves, his three massive tusks stabbing forward as it slams into the side of the ship. Hey, asshole! The higher tusk tears into the rigging and main sail, while the thicker lower tusk rip through the side of the ship and juts from the deck. Dude! This is 100,000 gold ship. The hull of the Riptide takes 15 damage. I'm glad that's all, because that sounds like that freaking destroyed the ship from the description. Zodi only barely manages to avoid being impaled by one of the protruding tusks. Good job, Zodi. Throw an explosive at it. It's water-based, let's throw a lightning bomb at it. Aloth. Aloth hurls the explosive directly into the beast's blowhole. Oh god, get down, everybody. Electricity arcs bluish-white across the beast's back, leaping up the mast and down to the surface of the water. Hull of the Riptide takes 5 damage. The whale's tusks remain lodged in the ship, and his blood slickens the deck, but calm again falls over the Riptide. The crew gather, quietly clapping one another on the back before they begin harvesting the beast. We've gained a ton of Mohora meat, a horn, and some experience. That went a lot better than I thought that was going to go. Wait, there's other stuff around here. What's this? Some water. Ooh, Amoru the Pretender. Let's go meet him. Or her. Or them. Who are you? We're going to be sloshing around in the water, it looks like. Okay, you've got a dank spore, some panthers, and a bog bat. Alright, everybody back up. We're going to drop a bomb on them. Excuse me. Okay, everybody back up. Zodi.
Real quiet. Sure thing.
I want to try to make sure I get that dank spore in this. Let's go right there.
A shadow comes to muddy the light. All thick Worthen Roth.
Okay, now you run like hell. Everybody else get down here. Oh, you're not gonna run too fast. Shit, I wasn't thinking about that. You're swimming, kinda. Here, use blessing a whale. What the hell? Oh god, you're charmed. That's not good. Don't hit Sodi. You guys get a little bit crazy when I got a charmed person.
Take him down.
So help me.
Boiling spray right there. No, don't shoot. You'll hit Sodi. Right there. Aloth. Put everybody to sleep.
Gone, I'll whoop the next one of you who takes aim at me.
Let's go. There's a elephant.
There you go, take a nap, Sodi. Man, that tank Spore's still alive. Oh crap, Takehu. You know what? Shapeshift. We don't do that with you enough. Alright, Sodi, get up and move.
That's it.
Go after that. Excuse me. Try a... Can you Withering Cloud right there? Alright, Liquid, get that lion. Liquid, don't travel into the Withering Cloud. I guess that doesn't stick around. I guess that's just a temporary ability. I thought that was like something that hung around for a while. Let's do a Blessing of Whale.
Let's go.
And then let's do what you're doing. You guys get down here. Yep, that was a bounty. Let's get this guy before he decides to charm anybody else. Nah, it's overkill. Here, let's give you corrosive skin.
That's right. Take him down.
Ingredients and a bunch of junk. And what's this? Amina's Legacy. Exceptional hunting bow. Grants precision impact dwarf. Chance to daze a target on hit. Chance to daze a target on hit if wielder is a dwarf. Damages crush. The dankest of spores. I'm gonna miss dank spores when I'm done with this game. You don't get that kind of dankness in other games. Plus 5% is slash. Minus or plus 10 accuracy against bees. Grants Onatong a chance to stun a target on hit. Warning of water. Take it. Take that.
Sure thing.
Alright.